Hello.
Hi.
Hello, greetings, and welcome to you, bravest citizens of our new world. I'm Toronto's greatest supervillain and evil genius, Dr. Terrawat. This is our lair, 3.1, and we're playing ourselves another game of D&D today. Boy, oh boy. And we are continuing our adventure. We are in Game 8 now of our wonderful adventure here. And hello to all of you wonderful people who are in the chat. We've got, let's go down the list here. From the top, we got Pandora in here. We got Camry Lycan. We got Clay Ghoul, Keldaka Gray, and by extension, I imagine Willow and Terra Baby. We got Rainer in here. There's a Sass Elf also in the chat with the J Nerd, some of our players. Care the Volcano Shark is also here. Palanthir's here. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Squall. BLK Wolflith. Hello. And Esteban. Hey, how's it going? And we are joined by our lovely players. We're just going to go down the list. Some of us aren't present. But we've got ourselves Steve the Seregios, who's playing the Leshen.
Well, unga my bongus.
We've got Articulate T playing Martis, our Minotaur.
Do not ask for whom the cow moos, it moos for thee.
Gross. And we've got J-Nerd playing our resident Black Dragon person, Zephyrus Istran.
The Black Bean is here.
Yeah, Black Bean. And we've got Cassie D20 Love Chew playing Siaces Blue Leaf, our resident Banshee friend.
Hello. I don't really have anything cute or clever to say, so I'm hi.
You're always cute.
Hi. Aw.
Okay, so
Damn.
you just introduced yourself in the most on-brand way possible, so you know.
Hello.
You did it.
Hello, it means 20 love.
Hello.
Well, if you're really on-brand, it would just be like profound sobbing.
Now, our resident Grandpa Turtle, Adam, aka Ninja with a Soul Patch, is not able to make it this evening, as he's working a real-time adult job, and
Nerd.
yeah, I know, boo,
Dork.
he's been bogged down with some real-life responsibilities, and
Bog,
is
he lives in a swamp.
at present unable to join us.
Before we continue, just to be sure, Sass, do we have you now?
She's on mute.
Sass Elf is here, currently on mute. I think she's just handling something, but we do have
Wait.
Sass Elf here with us, playing our Illithid, Ophelia.
Nope. Yep. No.
Can't hear her, but that's okay. We were just having some technical difficulties on this end. That's why we were delayed by another 10 minutes. Oh, and hello, Retro Kid, who's in the chat. Hello.
But
hello.
when are we not? Am I right, fellas? Make sure to donate at twitch.tv.
There she is.
Evil Incorporated, so
Hello.
we can get better tech.
Yeah.
Give us some money.
Better?
We can
Better?
avoid.
Good?
We can
Good?
hear you. It
You are
does sound... Oh, yeah, wow,
Better?
that
Better?
sounds bad.
Nope. That was bad.
If there's a lot of static on your line.
I had to switch computers. Hold on a sec.
Okay.
Sounds like Satan's blind.
Good.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
mind her. She's on a train.
We're fighting KC again, okay? Screaming.
Please donate so all of us can get new equipment. Every single one of us, for the love
Please.
of God.
Please buy us new microphones and headphones. And computers. And internet. And houses, please. And thank you.
And how?
Yeah, someone please donate a lot of money so we all just live in the same house and we don't have to worry about...
So cool.
Dude, look, this is what I'm saying. The Grandmaster plan that me and Artie are concocting, we're gonna buy some land. We're gonna build a house, and you're all invited.
Sounds amazing.
And you're all invited to come down and build the house and help us buy the land. And Esteban has donated $5 saying, I cannot resist the call of the other Steve.
Yay.
Yay!
Hello.
Steve the Equal.
Yes!
We're putting it to bed. No longer the greater nor the lesser.
Equal Steves all.
Alright,
On today's episode
now
of My
don't
Two
be
Steves.
shocked.
Even Stevens.
My two
Got it.
Steves.
Alright, I need you all to not be shocked. But my internet isn't working well right now.
Oof.
Yay.
I'm sorry I couldn't resist.
Let's see how this plays out, Cotton.
Son of a bitch.
That sucks.
Ugh.
If you're not careful,
Okay.
Reptile will actually buy Doc a house. Oh no! How unfortunate if that was to
And,
happen.
And how do I sound now?
You sound
much
great
better.
now. That's fantastic.
Coming in
Okay.
clear.
Okay, I figured it out. I literally had to change computers, but I still had the mic plugged into the other computer. So, mess. But we're
You-
good now.
You
Hi.
did it. Oh, and we got ourselves some
Hello.
bits for some new and really cheap equipment. Thank you for the $1 Carol
Ah.
Volcano Shark.
Thank you,
Yay.
Carol. But yes, so the intro I was trying to say, who's ready for tentacle time?
I am.
Y'all better be ready for tentacle time.
Bad touch.
That's
The baddest of touches.
Japanese
what if-
adult literature has not
what if-
prepared me.
But what if Happy Touch though?
Right? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
What if Happy
Cassie gets
friend
it.
high five touch?
But
This is bait. I don't
But
trust it.
Cassie gets it.
Anyway.
Cassie gets it.
I
but
don't like it. Don't like it.
yeah, okay.
No, it's
Since we have been delayed
What?
by a fair bit.
You wouldn't high five a tentacle?
Probably not.
No.
But
I
no
would
one,
high-five a
No.
tentacle.
no one likes my little tentacle touches.
I'd be down.
Tentacle touches mean
That means-
someone's brain's about to get Hannibal, so you know.
Doc,
Only if
stop
that's
being
what
so
you
close to the
will.
mic.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, you have other things to eat that are more nutritious and better.
You have cheaper, nutritious things that you could be eating that's not a microphone.
Yeah, and
Please,
also your
Please
popcorn
donate
is
so
probably
the
covered
doctor
in
can eat
dust.
real food, not microphones.
Oh my god, right?
He's eating the asbestos out of his walls.
If
Buying
only,
a
I
house,
could,
please.
if only I could eat real things.
Anyway,
Wow.
I
Anyways.
feel like we've probably
So-
been delayed a bit.
That's okay, but hello everybody to our stream here. When we last left off, our heroes, they were in the great undercity of Autometh, in the Black City, and they were getting ready at the gates to head back out to the surface world, to the location of Ophelia's previous home. Now, this location is just a ways to the east. It's sort of on the eastern edge of the Monstrous Wastes, north
Mrs.
of
Squiddy.
just sort of like near just inside the woods, on the eastern side. So where you guys traveled south through the trees to where that ruined town was, you're gonna have to travel east now. You've been sort of resupplied with many of the things that you need for your grand old adventure.
Wait, I think you mean east on the overworld, because we're still...
Yes, east on the overworld. Yes.
Yeah.
I
I was about to say, there's a wall there.
there's a wall. So yes, when we get you guys back out to the proper continent of Imran, you guys are going to be heading to the east. So, as you guys make your way to the gates of the Black City, you are greeted, of course, by everyone's favorite skeleton butler, Benjamin Hyde. And
Benjamin!
very
Woo!
happily, he tips his top hat to you and
Oh, buddy.
waves for you guys to come along. But before you head out, he asks if there's anything else that you guys need to do before we head out.
Got food, got pine cones, got equipment. So
Right.
we gave all of our shit necessary to shamans. We got stuff. We good.
Did-
Ready?
You
Did,
did.
Pants?
did not
I believe we're good.
You guys
did
traded.
not get
Sorry, what was that?
not get beans.
You did not,
Did
get,
not
beans,
get beans.
No.
Beans
Beans
was
Not
are
some
yet.
later.
steep in price currently, so maybe we'll find something that shaman would be willing to trade full said beans. But currently, beans are off the market.
Currently, the
Aw,
beans are very expensive, so it's hard for you guys to afford the beans. That being said,
Currently, the stonks in beans are real high right now.
they are magic beans that do a lot of crazy magic things. And,
want-
and
why isn't
the
the bean
party
market
was
crashing?
quite enticed by the possibility of magical fucking beans.
Maybe
Well,
because when the beans
not-
were introduced, Shaman was slobbering at the mouth like a fucking crackhead, so it was a bit enticing. Sorry about that.
Not
well, 'cause he
not
didn't know
everyone.
if you were interested in the good shit or not.
Okay,
Well,
but the moment
not-
we did, he sounded like the fucking like y'all got crack like that.
Not everyone in the party was so enticed because they didn't bring everyone with them.
This
You
is
were,
true.
you
Not
were
everyone
doing, you
was
were
there.
talking to your squid sisters.
Sister.
Your squidster, if you
Sister.
will.
We were having bro time, thank you.
And now we're going to the hometown of
It
Miss
was all
Squid.
the bros.
Everyone's gone to the magic shop, but not brought the other magic person with them.
It's fine, we're going home. We're going to Miss
Mark.
Squiddy. It's okay.
No, you go to a magic shop. Who do you bring? A magic person or a dragonborn rogue who has nothing to do with magic? Obviously, you know the answer to that.
beans.
Anyways.
So,
Okay, this music's ominous.
you are in the Undercity. So yes,
But
there
it
was
was
a
a nice
discussion of
place.
beans. However, you did bring back a great deal of those items. Did he give you the bag of holding that you guys were looking at?
Yes, I have that.
And you
Yes.
are carrying that, so Zephyr has the bag of holding. Okay.
Yes.
Wahoo.
Light-fingered rogue has
Wahoo.
Bonham's pouch of goodness.
No, stop saying wahoo.
Wow.
No, Dante. So,
This is not absolutely crazy.
So as there's no objections, you guys are escorted to the surface, just outside of the gates of Autometh in the monstrous wastes. Now, where you guys need to get going, though, is in and around that area right there. So just in the woods, near the western shore. It is...
Oh, I thought it was here. Since, you know...
Squid. No, it's not. It's not there. So you guys are heading down towards just inside the trees, on the eastern shores.
This island's got a nipple.
It's not a nipple. It's a temple.
Might be a nipple, but aren't all temples really just nipples to the gods?
No.
No, no, they're not.
Is anyone in the party overtly religious?
No.
Okay, then. No heresy committed.
No heresy. So do you guys start heading out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you make your way into the monstrous wastes.
Ah, this old ashen wasteland.
Yes,
Yay.
this bullshit. Making your way down and across.
Back and to the left.
Oh, hold on, let's do some of that. There we go.
Where's our sleeping friend?
You're sleeping with the ogre.
Yeah.
Don't know. He's
Don't call him a friend.
he's on the path to the south towards the trees. Do you guys head that way and then cut across the edge of the forest, or do you just cut straight across the?
I
the
imagine
wasteland?
we've been out in the wastelands a couple times now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we only occasionally pop over to signs of life. Goblins, we can befriend them. Ogres, they're probably sleeping and don't care. So, I say we just book across familiar territory rather than risking going to, possibly inhabited by overdweller lands.
So you want to
Where
take
they hate us.
the known path? You want to head straight south and then along the edge of the trees?
No, through the wasteland.
Okay, you want to cut straight across. Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's my vote.
all right.
Best
Awesome.
time
Yeah.
spent in the magical fuck you forest would probably be,
Yeah, that's why.
the magical forest to fuck you.
I make that notion to anyone for or against.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay
Awesome.
with that.
No nays? Cool.
Dope. I want to know if the folks at home can hear the music okay. Let me know in the chat.
Do not get to hear from Fibsh tonight, says Raina. Maybe, you don't know.
We can turn that up a little bit. Tis a
We've
bit
been doing a lot of talky over the past while, so now it's time to do some walkie action, please.
Yep, that big ol'
No
forest
more
of
talking.
remote.
Yep, no more talkie-talkie, more walkie-walkie.
Yeah,
Awesome.
this is a Lord of the
Okay,
Rings
so,
movie.
So folks
It's
can
all
hear the music.
talking.
Excellent.
A lot of walking, and then a big fight.
And then then. So, as you guys make your way directly across, does anybody, like, keep an eye out? Do you guys keep watch as you travel?
Of course, always. We're traveling through
100%.
All right.
Yup.
Roll me some perception.
Perception.
16.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a big O.
Wait, there's one more.
8.
Oh, that was supposed. That second one is supposed to be Seth.
Oh, cute. Okay. So, fucking Leshin netting that solid 8. Unfortunately, as you guys are traveling, you're not really seeing much. The clouds look particularly gray and shapely while you're out here, so you don't.
Look
you
at
don't
all the cool necklace that Zephyr's mom gave me.
Yeah, look it. And yeah,
cool
that's right.
bullshit.
You got that chunky jewelry from Zephyr's
Yeah,
mom.
it's just like a slab of gold on a string. I love it.
Yeah, it's
Who
Who
really
we
nice.
lost?
We lost Jaina.
Ah, shit.
Testing. J nerd.
Internet problems.
Yeah.
Ah, beans.
She's having some internet connection issues tonight.
But
Yeah.
we're currently just walking, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, except we're about to see a thing, maybe.
We are about to possibly see a thing, so yeah.
Yeah, it would be so great if she were here.
You know.
I'm also a big fan of our collective color palette we have on the bottom side of the screen. Very, very,
Are you
very,
back?
very cool colors. I like them. Dark purples, blacks, blues, grays.
Jaina, can you hear us?
J nerd.
I
Ah.
switched to my phone. Still isn't.
It's definitely just an internet problem. Because he's gone
Yeah.
through 3 different bits of hardware.
Oh, there you are. You're back. I'm gonna turn you up a little bit.
Yeah, sorry, I'm on my phone for now, but my phone is fully charged. So...
Okay.
Okay, we will do our best to reiterate. So, as you guys are making your way across the wastes, Mardis, you notice as you guys are just cutting straight across in the distance, sort of to the north of where you're going, there appears to be walls. Oh man, Zephyr also sees
Nice.
some shit.
I don't know what happened, but everyone else rolled, so I decided to roll.
It's fine. It's fine.
It was
It's
just
cool. It's what
possibly
you were
just want
supposed
you
to
to
do
roll
is good.
perception while you guys were traveling.
Basically, we possibly saw some stuff while we're going. People who are perceptive are gonna see if we did see some stuff. And
Mardis,
we've got a couple of perceptive beings in our bodies.
you see some tracks going to and from this area. It's like a walled-off village, but the walls are made from wooden posts and what seems to be fabric or hides sort of stretched in between them to create sort of a makeshift barrier in and out of that area. And Cyaces and Zephyr, you guys recognize this as Orcish architecture.
I was about to say, sounds
Oh.
orcish.
Zug zug.
And there's some zugzugs. Do you guys keep traveling along your way, or do you deviate?
Well, I think I'm gonna kind of point out that knowledge. It's looks like an orcish outpost.
Oh,
Yeah.
would Leshen have been up as no, I haven't been above ground since I've been in the city, so
Hmm.
my ear to the ground isn't effective here.
That's okay.
I was thinking about, given my knowledge of how the orc tribes work inside the walls, would they be hyper aggressive if we just walk by?
Give me. What kind of knowledge check would that be? History, you think?
History or nature?
I'd say nature.
They're both mines too, so.
Okay.
Why is nature intelligence and not wisdom? I'll never know.
who's to know? So as you're looking up at the village, you kind of think to yourself like, I don't know anything about these guys. Like, I don't know anything about orcs outside of the wall. So it just seems like who knows? Could be.
And within which my experience was, they're normally not super territorial.
Yeah, like from
The
what
guys
you
we
know,
fought were.
they can be aggressive from time to time, but it's not so bad. Like all the time.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna put the notion of let's not go through the outpost, but let's just skirt around it a bit. It's got walls. Has it got any lookout posts?
There is like one or two sort of towers over top of it.
Right. Okay. Well, I put the notion of just skirting around it a bit. Like a fair few meters away. And just mind our own business.
Mind your own business. All right. Is
Well,
that
we
is
came
that
across
up
a
for
troll.
everybody?
We came across a troll who wasn't instantly aggressive in the middle of this wasteland. I'd hope
Yeah.
the orcs are much the same.
Because it was asleep, and then we came back with an army of ghosts.
Actually, yeah, very good point.
True facts.
Very good point.
That is a fucking great point.
Hello.
guys.
Clay says, "Hello, orcs. Do you have social lives that can be gathered to the other side of the outpost, throwing a birthday party?"
Well, we'd
entirely
hear
possible.
that. Because there'd be a lot of fire and drums and chanting, probably, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
actually,
ritual sacrifice of something.
I'm gonna say Zephyr and Syaces, even at this distance, as you guys are making your way along, like cutting across the wasteland at this distance, you can kind of hear some commotion, but it sounds normal. Like, it sounds like just your standard stuff, you know, zugs and whatnot.
Is that racist orcs?
Is that racist? I don't know. Is it?
I don't have an answer to that.
if you said zug in front of an orc, they're going to be like,
Yeah, probably gonna mace.
hey, that's our word.
Alright, so yeah, as you're making your way along in the distance, you see it there, and yeah, if you don't, if you guys decide not to turn towards it, then yeah, you continue on your way.
I motion you skirt around it, but don't, just divert too much of our time to just wandering like a ways out. That's my motion.
Any objections from anyone else in the party?
That sounds good to me.
I don't know what's going on.
Ophelia's kind of like, okay, can we just go? Can we just keep going?
And everybody's like, there's some orcs over there, I think, and like half the party's like, no, let's not do that.
Maybe another time.
So,
Yeah, so just skirt around those.
Yeah.
Like,
thank you, Rob Hagen, for those resubs.
For,
Thank you.
for Zephyr, we
Rob.
For Zephyr, we spotted a orcish outpost, and we're deciding to go through it or go around it. Now we're going around it.
We're going what?
Around
the orcish outpost.
Around it.
because we
Okay,
don't want
cool.
to deal
I
with
hate
the-
my internet.
We hate it too, buddy. It's okay.
Yeah.
okay, we can hear you. It's all
Yeah.
good.
All right, cool. All right. Camry, I can't help you. You're gonna have to go outside. it's just your mom. It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. All right. So you guys continue along the wastes, and eventually, the sun sets, and it is time to make camp.
Woo! Is there another one of our little sneaky outcrops that we hidden before?
Do me a perception.
Okay. Ababa.
Let's have a look
That-
here. Oh
That's
boy,
the rock.
you don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Martis, you don't know.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know shit.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Zeph and Cyaces point out that under one of the large rock outcroppings, there
Ooh.
is
I went blind.
Boof. Boof. That's okay. That's a good place to crit fail. If you're gonna crit fail, this is a good spot to do it.
Yeah.
It's just Cyaces, Leshy, and Martis just looking up at the clouds like,
whereas Zeph just like jumps off of Ophelia's shoulder. She goes, just like runs off and just be like, hey, hey.
I imagine
something.
it.
Flops
I
onto
imagine
the sand
like-
on the ground and just like runs over to like.
Yeah, basically.
I imagine like to show directions if like goes on a little slightly raised rock and does like a pointer dog thing. Point with a single tentacle that way.
No, I feel like the more I think about Seth, the more my head is that like you know Lucas the spider.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
Lucas the spider.
Yeah.
It
yes.
is very much
Got
Lucas
like a
the spider.
tiny voice and
Yes.
very large eyes.
Thank
Except
you.
in this case, it's no voice. It's just like,
No voice, but still
Little-
very
little
big
burbles.
eyes.
yeah.
Little burbly sounds.
It's very cute. So yeah, Cyaces and Seth, the tiny squid familiar of Ophelia, find there's a large rock that's sort of overhanging like a small caved area that was actually very well hidden. If you guys want to rest in there for the night.
Nice.
Yes.
Second verse, same as the first. I say set up a campfire, get some food going, and bye-bye. But
All right. Awesome. Now, who is going to do watch?
I don't sleep.
Either.
Since Ophelia just had a nice happy rest in her pools back home, she does not need to sleep for another 2 days.
So it's Modest and Gowl on sleep duty.
All
Gal
right.
doesn't need to sleep either. It's
Oh yeah,
just
so
Modest
it's
and
Modest
Zephyr.
on sleep duty. Modest and
Zephyr will sleep.
Nice.
All right, cool. So, yes, Ophelia, the Illithid, and Leshen, our Revenant, remain awake for the rest of the
And
evening.
Lyses.
Cyaces does too, but
And Cyaces as
Gonna
well. Oh, yeah,
chill,
that's right.
I
Yeah,
guess.
Cyaces don't sleep.
Banshee.
Our resident Banshee.
I don't sleep, I only cry.
Also does not rest for the evening. So yeah, it's a relatively quiet, semi-uneventful night. Though, yes.
While we're sitting around and also kind of like on watch, Ophelia takes out a large tome that she always carries with her in her bag and just kind of, while there are quiet moments, briefly flips through it. A book on family history.
Goodness. Oh, on your family history.
Yes, you know,
That
one
is-
of those things.
Yes, that was a book that you got your hands on.
Ancestry.tome.
Thank you, Rob, for the 100 bits. Squid Watch. Huzzah!
Yay!
If Pandora says, please, go the fuck to sleep.
Sleep. Don't you hate it when you only have one party member that needs to sleep?
It's fucking awesome for them. They just get to sleep while
okay.
everyone else stays up.
Nice nap bunch.
Nice. Thump. So, as the night goes on, I'm gonna cover Ophelia. I'm gonna cover you first.
Okay.
As you're reading through the book, your family history does go back proudly several generations of scholars. There's not a lot of detailed information, as it's a relatively thin book, but the bits and pieces that you can glean from it, it dictates that your people have been scholars, wizards and practitioners of the occult, and they go back proudly for generations, though they did not live on this continent for very long.
Okay.
That the home they've made for themselves here, they've only been here for about a generation or two, and have been making do with that. Is there any information that you are specifically digging for?
Kind of, but I don't necessarily want to have it in like a public setting like this. but we can chat between games.
That's okay. That's fine. Because there's obviously gonna be more later, but as it goes, yeah.
It's mainly she's kind of refreshing herself on some things, considering she hasn't looked at this book in several years.
Yeah, a lot of it is like, because you read it every year or two, like every couple of years you give it a quick read, and it's not bad. It does remind you of home, but those memories are distant and a bit faded and sometimes a bit difficult to recall.
How much reference in there is there to their patron?
Quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
They serve an entity, a god, that they worship, that is what they refer to as either the watchful one or the god of many faces.
Okay.
And it grants them knowledge of things untold. And only those that are considered to be like the most devout of that religion are given sort of the opportunity to ascend to a higher form of being and a higher form of knowledge, that they can then see things that you normally can't perceive with only your eyes and your mind, that they can feel things that, like, they're given a multitude of additional senses, and they're given access to great forbidden knowledge that honestly people don't have access to normally, and that you need to have this sort of ascended form to even understand or endure in many cases.
Okay. So going back through the book, reading through some of these passages now, considering what she has just learned, there's a different tone that she kind of takes from it. And as she's reading through the book, she gets a little unsettled in ways that she never has as she's been going through this.
Yeah, reading it over now, you definitely do connect the dots. That it does appear that, yeah, this entity could very well be the thing you've encountered in the woods.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a squid dance going on in the chat.
There's a squid dance going on. It makes me real happy. The thing we encountered in the woods, that was just Gal. Remember? Was it? It's been a few weeks.
Well, I mean, it did interact with Gowl directly.
Mm-hmm.
You had a spooky nightmare.
But the others did have spooky nightmares. And did he tell you guys about that?
Eventually, but I thought we had determined that the woods were what gave us the spooky nightmares.
In a sense.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing, is that we all believed that the woods were the culprit for the spooky nightmares because there are legends that the woods are haunted, and that they possess an old magic. So, yeah, the information was not shared terribly well from Gowl, but yes. So yes.
Okay. That's all. We can move past the book for now.
Cool. So, as you guys are on your night watch, give me a perception, each of you who are on watch.
Cool.
1 sec.
Insomnia gang.
We got a 15.
Oh yeah, shit perception.
We got a 5. And we got 13.
We gotta wait. One more. Just one more.
Mm-hmm.
There he is. Another 13. Okay.
Good job, friend.
So,
Little squish friend.
is there a fire lit in the cave where you guys decided to call it for the night?
I think it was mentioned that there was a fire, yeah.
Did you guys decide to do that?
I don't think we did.
Do we not?
I don't think we set a fire.
I feel like there was mention of it being a thing done, but I don't know that anyone actually said they were going to do.
Ophelia would not have set a fire.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, as it wasn't expressly mentioned that there was a fire, and it doesn't seem to be that a lot of people want to jump on that right now. No fire was lit, but about halfway through the night, Syces, you see in the distance, as you've just made that check, the very faint light of a torch being carried through the sands by a humanoid figure.
Huh. Okay.
It seems to travel from the direction of the orcish encampment that you guys passed, and is sort of snooping about.
Am I able to get a closer look without alerting them?
That all depends on your ability to sneak.
Okay.
I'll surrogate for Adam with, oh no!
Do I have anything that I can use? Let me see here. Boop. None of those things. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna roll a stealth.
Oops.
Jesus.
Don't panic.
Don't worry, it's Marta's just turning in his sleep.
Yes, turn Wukong on the sand next to him.
Okay. Do I roll a stealth?
Yeah, just roll stealth.
Just roll a stealth. Okay.
11. That's not bad. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Nah.
Well, so as and you're moving towards this figure, is that right?
Yeah, cautious.
Yeah. So very slowly, very cautiously, you make your way about 20 yards or so towards this figure, and as you get close, you see that they are following tracks in the sand. Your tracks leading towards your cave that you guys have set up there.
Oh.
Ekpriel has just followed us. Thank you. Hello. And as he sort of like got the torch above his head, and it's definitely an orc that you can see as it follows the tracks along through the sand, but it's a lot more pallid. Like there is still green in its skin, but he appears to be a lot paler than the rest of his skin appears to be a lot more gray colored, and appears to be much thinner than some of the orcs that you remember from inside Automech.
So everything that lives in this wasteland suffers from, like, what? Ash malnourishment? Like, they're all grey and skinny.
Well, yeah, there's not a lot of food up here.
And
So
they just roll around in dust all day, so...
and they live in the gray dead wastes. So yeah. And as you see him sort of like sniffing about and following the tracks, he kind of stops and looks up pretty much like straight at you and freezes.
Oh, crap.
And it's just like, oh. And he holds still.
Are you gonna tell us what's going on?
Please tell
Yeah.
me he audibly does that.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do a little ghost float backwards back into the cave.
So you're like 20 yards out of the cave, and so you like stand there, and he like looks up and sees you. He's like, oh, and you just float backwards, basically into the darkness. You just float backwards and vanish. Yeah, just like, and you just.
My favorite thing about us being a group of like actual abominations is that when we do something that is socially awkward, common conventions of the overworld makes us seem very scary.
Yes.
So, like, socially anxious banshee that's just
I'm-
spotted a
I'm-
potential spooky backs away. This
Yeah.
guy just seen a ghost vanish into the darkness. Huh?
And boy, he doesn't make it. Okay, so the orc looks up and sees you, and he's like, oh, and he just like holds still and freezes, and you just don't say anything. You just float backwards and effectively vanish out of his field of view into the darkness, because he's not close enough yet to have found your cave. He like just runs away. He like
Well, he obviously...
turns
wasn't
and
a threat
fucking
then.
books it and ditches his torch into the sand and fucking like cheeses it off into the distance. So you lose sight of him.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel bad.
So
Can
can I do a thing?
Mm-hmm.
If
Or
you
more
want.
specifically, can Seth do a thing?
Oh no.
He's a ways off, but yeah. What do you want to try to do?
Okay, no, but so when Cassie left the cave, Seth was just like, "Wait, where's Pretty Ghost Lady going?" And kind of decided, just like follow her, just being like, "Where's she going?" And when he sees the orc, he's like, "Oh, new friend," and kind of starts going off, but he moves so fucking slow,
Oh no.
so slow that by the time the orc runs away, the torch is still there, and Seth just goes, kind of like slithers up, and he just picks up the torch, just decides to carry the torch back to the cave. It's
So
just like
you.
it just comes over to Ophelia and just like holds it out for her. It's just like, here,
Look what I found.
I
Oh
brought
my
you a
God.
thing.
So the dog played fetch.
Yeah. So yeah, tiny little friend brings back for you a little torch, and holds it up to you. It's kind of smoldering as it's been dropped into the sand, so it's sort of like half lit. But he hands it to you, and if you want, you may add to your inventory one bad torch.
One what?
It's a bad
One
torch.
bad
It
torch.
is.
It's a bad
it is
torch.
makeshift
Bad
garbage
torch,
torch. Like
bad
it's
torch.
made
So
from
it's
like
a-
Sure.
wood and
So it's a piece of ply on fire.
yeah, it's like a piece of raggedy
God.
cloth that's been like dipped in shitty oil and stuff like that. Like it's not good quality. So like you can still light it. It gives you the same amount of light as a regular torch, but it'll
It's
last about half as
orcish.
long.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Bad torch instead of bad touch.
Orcs built this in a cave with a box of scraps.
Aww,
Yeah. So yeah,
I feel
Seth-
bad.
Seth is just like, oh well, here.
you just like faded away from him when he saw you. And so yeah, the thing that he would do is freak the fuck out and get
At
out.
least now,
That's-
incredibly superstitious people, those orcs, gonna go back to his fucking tribe and say, yeah, guys, don't go out during the night now. There's fucking ghosts in the woods.
So guess what I
nice.
saw out there, and they're gonna be like, "You're full of shit."
Yeah. Well, I inadvertently made sure that we're safe tonight, so
Yup. The rest of the night goes on without incident.
I don't say.
So yeah, the next day comes along. Sun rises. You guys continue on your way across the wastes, and yeah. You guys continue your way across the monstrous wastes, heading to the east and south, heading towards the edge of the trees. The rest of the day goes by relatively uneventful, but could, as the second day draws to a close, and you can see the edge of those woods in the distance, could you guys give me another perception? Anybody who's on watch, who's as you're traveling, like keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Finally, a good roll.
Before I make my rolls, how close are we to where we're going? We're only 2 days out. I don't think we're that close.
Yeah, no. You're not gonna make it before the end of the second day.
Okay.
So it's a full day's travel on foot that you're going. You're not gonna make it there before the end of the second day, but you can see the forest in the distance. So okay, midday
before.
tomorrow you'll reach your location. So,
Okay.
yeah. As you guys are eating your granola and other things as you travel.
Nom 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 nom.
Oh man, everybody's doing pretty well. You all see, well, the exception of Cyrus.
Diocese still feels really bad scaring off.
Still feels pretty bummed about spooking that orc.
Yeah.
And the only people that know are Zeph.
Yeah. It's just fucking Cyrus and Zeph. The only people that know about what happened out there.
This is theirs.
And
This is-
Seth,
this-
and Seth is still adjusting to like being on the mortal plane, so he's just like, yeah, it's fine.
It's cool.
That's normal.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
That's
That's what
what
happens.
that's what people do.
There's a stick on fire.
These
This
are
is
the
what-
only. These are the only people he's ever known. So yes, that is what people do.
So, as you guys make your way along, you see in the distance, about 50 or so yards ahead of you, like everybody with the exception of Siaces, you see that ogre.
Hey, he's moved.
The ogre. Yeah. So and is perception good for like wisdom and stuff like that? Like
Perception is wisdom.
figuring out like motives and whatnot. Yes.
Oh, that's insight you want.
Insight is
Insight.
that.
Okay. I would like to remind you that as we left, Ophelia, the last time, Ophelia was holding up the train and decided had actually fucked with him.
Yep.
A little bit as we left. So I just wanted
Oh yeah.
to
Yeah.
remind you of that on the table.
Oh
But
yes,
we have
no.
no train today.
So everybody who got above a 15 on your perception, do me an insight check.
Crit 24.
Oh my god.
Because
Oh.
he's a little squish boy.
I see. Me and Ophelia just like,
So
what you doing, boy?
you guys have figured out as he's traveling, he's moving along the not like directly along the edge of the woods, but he's heading east and he's looking over his shoulder a lot.
So he's not asleep this time, he's just walking.
No, he's kind of like trudging through the sand, like looking over his shoulder, like.
Thanks for the bits, Rob.
Thank
Can
you
we
for the
stop
bits.
haunting the fucking wasteland? It's scaring the locals.
But yeah, he seems to be moving directly into your path, but he has not spotted you yet. Do
Well,
you
we're
guys
just
see
going
him
to-
as
how-
normal?
Sorry. How far away is he?
About 50 yards or so.
50 yards. Hold on a sec.
Yeah, so like maybe like 200
Fine.
feet.
I'm trying to do something, but I'm not selecting the right thing. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Reading descriptions of spells.
Stop fucking with this guy. Let him be.
Okay, cool. So I cast message. Point at him.
Oh
And it
god.
just-
No.
Ah, so nice to see you again.
Fuck.
He freezes in his tracks. And like quickly spins around looking over his shoulder back towards the west, which you guys aren't. And kind of like quickly looking around, and then he like grabs a fucking boulder and rips it out of the ground and then like holds it up and keeps like looking about really, really nervously.
If we draw a bit closer, Lesh is just gonna like cup his hands over his mouth and say, "Heads up!"
You may want to put that down. We don't want you to hurt yourself.
He spots you. As you guys, and he fucking turns to see you guys and goes, hey, you don't come any closer.
We're just going past that way. Point.
Are you
behind him?
screaming that across 50 yards?
Yeah.
He's a stone
We're
ogre.
just going that way.
They are as loud as they are big.
No. I'm talking to Leshen. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, there's
Alright.
easier ways to talk to him instead of
Yeah.
screaming in all of our ears, right? You
I'm
mean
getting
creepily giving him?
Yeah, not that. I'm walking closer. Unlike the rest of the cowards in this party, I face my problems with reckless abandon.
So as Leshen walks away, I'm just like, if you get hurt, I'm not helping you.
It's fine.
So, Leshen approaches. Does anybody else go with him towards the mountain ogre?
Zephyr will go.
I'd better kind of like follow up. Sure, he doesn't hurt himself. At least I have heals.
Ophelia stays those 50 yards back, but has taken her veil off because like they've been in the way, so there's no reason for her to have her veil on.
Mm-hmm. Martis, where are you at?
is basically like he's looking at the people walking towards Yoga. He looks to Ophelia, who's standing her ground. It's just like,
Look,
Right.
I haven't done anything. All I said was hello. That was it.
I
Just
I
said
don't-
hello.
I don't doubt that, but if you're gonna stay here, I might as well stay here.
I
Can't split us up
appreciate it.
too much.
Thank you.
Hashtag the aloof squid. So
The aloof squid and her pet aloofa. Got him, patented. Making a t-shirt.
boom, got it.
Upgrade.
Love it. Okay, keep going, guys.
All right, so as you guys approach, the ogre very nervously stands his ground and threateningly holds that boulder up. It is like he's an ogre. He's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like he's
big.
holding this boulder, which is like I'm gonna say about like 2 or 3 meters across.
It's a big boulder.
Like it's a big fucking rock. Like
It's a boulder ass boulder.
yeah,
Boulder-ass
like,
boulder.
it is nearly
Indiana
the size.
Jones.
It is nearly the size of like a Volkswagen Beetle, and he holds this boulder up very threateningly, and he stares
Yeah,
down at
he's
you
an
guys.
ogre. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's big. It's fine. He flexes his skulls.
He
No.
goes, you follow?
No, not following. We're just going by.
I see you in the waste. Then I see you again.
Hmm.
Where
We're
goes?
just passing through. It's our commute.
Commute.
going to work.
Traveling from place to place for our
Hmm.
job.
Oh, and he sees as Saya sees is with that group and goes, "There's Ghost!" And he takes a half a step backwards.
Technically,
So
are
Thais
you?
kind of like puts her hands up, very like kind of gesturing like it's okay. It's like
Do
We-
you mean
we
diplomacy?
mean we mean you no harm.
That would be persuasion.
Diplomacy, persuasion.
You're thinking.
Oh,
of,
fuck.
You're thinking in third ed, buddy.
That's true, yeah. So you put your hands up in a non-threatening fashion, and you're like, it's okay. And he kind of like furrows his brow and makes a big fucking upside down C with his mouth. Like a
My
great,
favorite kind of proud.
great big fucking grumbus face, staring at you guys. Big grumbus. And he just goes, and he like slowly drops the huge boulder next to him, with just a catastrophic
big.
thud.
Big thud.
Yeah, just woof. Easily a few metric tons worth of stone. And he just kind of drops that, and he
Does everyone do the Looney Tunes like hop off the ground like
a little bit, yeah, little like whoop, as it hits. And he like cautiously he'll take like a step towards you guys, and he leans down to sort of get a better look at you. Where from?
Ever heard of the Black City?
No. He shakes his head.
Autometh?
No.
The Underdark?
He sort of like narrows his eyes a little bit, looks at Cyaces again, looks at you, Leshen, and goes, "Big door."
Yes, very good. Point like the fucking. What is it? I'm trying to think what it's from. Shit. And so it's like that. Yes, like pointing fingers and stuff.
Yes. That is it, yes.
Yes, that is where we're from. The door. Big door. We're from behind the door.
Big door.
Hmm.
Cursed.
Is it?
And he yeah, and he kind of, big doors where
No.
dead things live.
From where she's standing, Ophelia sends another message. Well, you are looking at 2 dead things right now.
He look very nervously, sort of looks around, and he goes, "Who talking?"
Bastion like, turns around and points at Ophelia.
From up on the hill, because she hears that, she just kind of puts her hand up and just waves.
Hi.
He looks very confused.
Zephyr
Magic.
turns around and just yells out, "You're not helping!"
Bastion's gonna go, big guy, eyes on me. Magic. Magic?
Purple lady talk in my head.
With magic.
Magic scary.
I know. I feel you, buddy.
I know, right?
Wow.
But yes. Big door, where dead people come from. Dead people, friends. We're nice people.
But not just dead people. All manner of people. Many living people.
Points to Zephyr, points to Marcus, points to Ophelia.
And again, just
points it
just
at,
from her hill, she just waves.
he points it at you, Steve, the Leshen. He points at you, and he goes, "You dead?"
Bastion's like, takes hat off, pulls mask down. Yes.
And he kind of like blows some steam out of his nose a little bit, points over at Sices. "You dead?"
Someone stick a hand through her.
well, she just floats off the ground. Yes.
Just does Sices say anything?
Oh, why did my brain think that you said Ophelia? Like you pointed all the way out in the distance.
No.
Fucking
He
Ophelia.
pointed at you.
Screams, "Are you dead?"
Says, "Yeah." He goes, "You dead?"
Manner of speaking, yes.
He like furrows his brow and he leans in a little bit to look at you. And he goes,
Capital C face.
yeah, just capital C pointing down. Just, And he leans in really close. "Don't smell like you're dead. Look good for dead." And then he turns his face over to Zephyr, the Black Draconian, and goes, "You dead?"
No. Very much alive.
And he kind of like leans in a little bit.
Ah.
He like
Down.
Gives you guys gives you a bit of a sniff. Leans up and looks over to Martis and Ophelia. "You dead?"
And again, just with message. It's just no.
No.
Martis,
Again,
on the other hand, has
just
to
very
scream
straight.
No.
No!
Let's see if I can recreate it in the chat. Face, it looks like that. There we go. Oh, hold on, I can do better. Wait. There we go.
Now I need to go and
There, I'll put
see
it. I'll
the
put
chat.
it in the chat in the thing. There we go. That's
It's just very much
he's
just-
making. There
He
you
looks
go.
like a guy with a. He looks
like
like a guy with like a Mexican dude with a sombrero and a big mustache.
He's got a big brow and he's making like a face.
It's a
Yeah.
Ludicolo.
He's a Ludicolo. It's a very unhappy Ludicolo.
Leans back down and looks at the three in front of him. He goes, "Got food?"
Reaches into my bag.
Giant fucking granola bar.
Muscles out in the wrap, finds the granola, rips a bit off the granola, whips it out.
So yeah, you show him a chunk of granola. He like very cautiously. Actually, do me one persuasion as you hold it up.
I've got a -2 charisma. Back me up.
Do you like granola?
Yeah.
Oh,
Even
do
with
you like
-2?
oats?
Yeah. So you just like pull out and hold it up to him, and he leans in and gives it a sniff and grabs the. It's so small. He like grabs it in between his like index and thumb. Gives it
Now that
another
we're up
smell.
close, for some scale.
Oh.
Yeah. So
You come
Leshen
up to
is
just about his waist.
yeah. Right, and Leshen is. Do I have my bio description thing?
He very large.
He is a large boy.
Yeah.
Such
Leshen is 6'2", which means this guy is at least 13 feet tall.
Yeah, he's pushing between 12 and 14 feet high.
Yikes.
He is a mountain ogre, so he's got like gray skin and there's large sort of almost stone-like protrusions coming out of his back.
Damn,
So,
boy.
so
Damn, boy.
what you say is that because Zephyr is very short, he like was on his stomach to look at her in her eye.
Oh yeah, no, when
Big
he like
sword.
leans down forward, like he does like a fucking almost bends in half to like get his face down to where you
I imagine
guys
he
are.
uses his
Very
hands
good
to like
balance.
support himself and
Actually,
He's
yeah,
a
when he
Hinox.
does lean down, he kind of like on his knuckles like plants his hands into the sand next to you guys to like get a look at you.
I imagine him kind of like is he like a Hinox minus one eye?
So, as all of this is
kind of-
going on, Ophelia sends a message to Zephyr and just goes, "If anything fucking happens, not only he's gonna regret this. I'm just letting you all know."
If things go bad, he's gonna be mad.
She like turns around and does like a small little salute, and then turns around again.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
This was good. It's
Actually,
fine.
that is not a bad picture. Here, let me just quickly pull up a picture of one of these creatures that you are speaking with. Is a mountain ogre, colloquially referred to as Ogron.
Ogron.
That might be his name. That might be his species.
But we don't know this. We just know him as something that is either a troll or an
Know him as
ogre. Or...
the thing. And
Oh, he big.
Oh, yeah.
he kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
looked
Oh.
like that, except a bit more gray,
are
and he
they-
has 2 eyes.
I was about to say, are they cyclopean?
No. So
Okay.
yeah, you kind of get like the idea of what this creature looks like. Quite tall.
He's fucking thick.
Yeah, large stone protrusions kind of coming out of it. Petition to boot the ogre's snoot.
My man's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
So he takes the little bit of granola from you, and he like sniffs it, pops it in his mouth, chews it, sits down with this great big thud, and
Can I just like draw attention to one thing about that design I don't like? Can we just? Is anyone else really weirded out by just the 2 big toes on each feet?
No. I
Because I
feel
hate
like
that.
No.
I hate that.
that's pretty normal, but probably
So-
normal because he a big old monster boy.
he's a big o.
but it's
He has himself
just
a
two
seat.
big,
Um,
just 2 big toes.
And he has like a look of contemplation on his face as he like sort of savors the oatmeal a little bit, the bit of travel ration.
That should give a thumbs up. Good, right?
Yeah, he raises his eyebrows in the air and kind of an almost surprise. He's like,
That's not bad. Okay. That food indoor?
Yes.
Yes.
I know a guy
We
who can get you
Oh, God.
like 50 of those. Let's just like shit. Can he count to 50? Does he know how? Can you like?
yeah, no. When you were like,
count
I know a
that
guy that get you like 50 of those. He like looks confused and then looks at
He's
his
like,
hands,
What 50?
of which he has like 6 fingers. So like,
scale? Okay, so it's like so I know a guy who can get you.
I could get you
I-
this many, and you just start flashing your hands at him.
No, it's like I can get you those as big as you. There, that's the scale. That's the scale we're looking for.
That's pretty good.
he like laughs and then looks down at you and he goes, "No, you can't. No."
Lashon's like,
sad.
okay, maybe as big as points to Martyrs, him.
As big as that guy, and he goes, "Maybe."
Does
We
he
can
have
count
any sense of like scale and perspective? Like he just Mortis looks really small because he's super far.
Yeah.
He's just in the foreground. He's not really big. He's just in the foreground. Yeah, he's like as big as him, and you point at Martis, and he kind of looks at Martis in the distance and goes,
Maybe.
He's big.
Maybe.
Also, there's like houses, and there's weather that's warm, and there's water, and other people.
Do get thirsty.
It must be like there's like 3 lakes. There's like 3 rivers around here, and they probably don't have nice water. Am I right?
Yeah. Not a lot of water on the waist. And he's and he makes his way to his feet.
I go
Fresh.
to door. Door have food.
Go to door, like knock a couple times. Ask for a guy named Benjamin.
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 And he kind of like stares off into the distance for a second.
Can we?
Like snaps his fingers. Like Leshen snaps his fingers to get attention. Again. Hide. Hide. Name of Hyde. Hyde.
Ah.
Yes. Yes.
Go
Wait,
to
so
door.
we, like-
Look for Hyde.
Look for
Can we-
Hyde.
Can
Then
we
what?
maybe like give him a note? Give him a note to
Do
give.
any of us have like pencil and paper?
It's a tall order. You assume he can read.
Yeah.
No,
That's
not that. Just to like, it's like give this to the person behind the door.
I just
Give
pin it
this
somewhere
note.
on him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Leshen's carries a notebook. He's an investigator. He's like, bit of charcoal. He's like, rips it out, gives it to him, and is like, take this to hide at the door.
He's gonna hide like behind the door.
I know he's gonna hide behind the door, but
I'm really sad that you figured that out ahead of time, but yes.
Okay, it's not hard. He's a giant mountain troll.
He takes the tiny fucking piece of paper from you, and he like
Favorite part.
squints as he holds it up. It very much the like, what is this a picture for ants like thing from Community? Like he's squinting at it as he holds it, and he goes, "Take this to door."
So Siaces kind of like nods and says like, "Yes, give that to whoever answers the door."
Okay. And there's food.
it's food.
Yes,
No lie.
Not
not lying.
Leshen like marks his fingers a giant cross over his chest.
You wouldn't lie to me. You would not lie
I-
to Ogron.
I would never lie to Grom.
Hmm.
Leshen's like, I'm gonna put my hand out, but
Messaging Leshen. What are you doing? Are you just drawing a target on your chest? What's happening? Because you just see him cross his chest. It's just like,
Right here,
What-
big fella.
what are
Yeah.
you doing?
Punch me right here. No, it's like Leshen's like, it's like, firstly, mind talking, fun, and it's like thinks back to the voice. It's like,
Nope, doesn't work. Doesn't work that way.
Oh, okay.
Does he have to like yell back to her?
Leshen's like, cross my heart, hope to, no. And like, I can't do it again. Turns back to Ogron and is like, holds out a hand. My necromancy will keep my hand okay, I think.
He makes the same gesture at you, though he's not sure what this is. So he just kind of like
He doesn't
opens
know
his
what it
hand and then puts it in front of you.
And Leshen's actually, instead, clenches his fist and points it forward. Fist bump.
Oh. Okay.
Wait.
Oh god. Roll me dexterity.
Can I substitute that for acrobatics?
Yes, acrobatics. Do me some acrobatics on this one.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
Ophelia was right.
Okay, good. Sweet, you made it. So you go like, you make a fist, and you're like, here, bump it. And he goes, looks at you, goes, like shrugs, and just like brings his fist down, and very nearly smashes you into the dirt. You take a
I, however,
swift
saw
step
this.
to one side just
I
in
saw
time
this coming.
as he
I saw
buries
this
his
coming.
fist into the dirt.
And as he buries his fist into the ground, I found it.
Yeah, you're just like, boop on the side. Yeah. And
I'm
you
hoping that Xyces and Zephyr are away from that fist.
That's fine. I saw this coming, so.
Yes.
And Ophelia again messages Leshen just like, so I was right then.
Leshen like points. That's it.
Shush you.
This is the worst communication I've ever seen.
I have charisma -2. I'm trying.
And so he's still like pinching the note between his like index and thumb in his left hand. Kind of like as you boop the side of his fist with his fist, he goes, "Oh, okay, right."
Cool. Okay.
Bye. And he just
Bye, Ogron.
boof. Starts walking off towards the door. Oh god. You see, as he's getting into the distance, he puts the paper in his mouth. And you guess that's probably where he keeps stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Because he doesn't have pockets on his loincloth.
No, he doesn't have pockets on his loincloth.
and as he's going away, Ophelia kind of like message before he gets out of range. Remember, hide. You're looking for hide.
He kind of like in the distance. You see him like on the top of a ridge in the distance, like turn, like give like a thumbs up, and then like run off. He disappears over an edge.
I have no idea what just happened, but I assume it went well.
Zephyr is like, well, not Zephyr, Leshen is going to afterwards just sit down. For the record, that is my first successful method of diplomacy.
Very well done.
Xyces is kind of just like watching as Ogron like is off on his merry way, and she has this kind of like concerned look on her face, like I hope he gets this right.
Yes, Zephyr is like watching out into the distance, and then she looks over at Leshen, and she just goes, and like tries not to. She's like covering her snout. She's like.
If anybody wants to sketch Ogron, you're welcome to turn in fan art, and we can use it for when he shows up again.
So yeah, Ophelia goes to stand next to Zephyr, and I'm like, I knew that was gonna go like that.
I had a feeling.
But and Leshen points.
Of course you did.
Leshen points defiantly and says, "Good work."
Good what?
But it worked.
Yeah, and we also almost had a Leshen pancake to deal with.
I can take it. Like only once. But
So I'll keep you in one of these bottles then on my pouch. Is that what you're saying?
You know what? You're like 70% sure you could have taken it.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, if I quote died, my conscience would have lived, and my body would have been like, cool, thanks, I'm dead again. But what else is new? Cheers.
Just so everyone's aware, Zephyr has like the weirdest sense of humor. So just like
the fact that I nearly got pasted.
Talking of him almost being choked. It's not that you almost got hurt. It's just because like it was just this random ogre, and like he was trying to figure things out, and you were trying to teach him, and like you're not the best one with doing that, and it was just like a experience for her.
It was blind leading the blind. It's great.
Yeah. Oh,
so
she's like internally dying. It was hilarious.
Yeah. That's fine. It's like Leshen's like, no, laugh it up. It's funny in retrospect, I imagine. What is it?
We got a little picture of him. So if anybody wants to like sketch this fellow, but with 2 eyes and a proper mouth, and probably not the big spikes on his shoulders, or at least smaller ones, then go for it.
with a piece of paper in his mouth.
With a fucking piece of paper. Well, it's gone. Like
I will give you big props if you like sketch like just a little thing of him like punching me into the floor.
Like holding the tiny paper in his left hand, punching the ground with his right hand.
A tiny granola bar in between his fingers.
doing the community Chen looking at the tiny essay squinting thing.
I was thinking more like Thanos holding the stone. Is like, this does put a smile on my face.
One does not consider joy.
So yes, you guys, for the rest of your travel across the wastes comes uneventfully. And for the most part, it's pretty okay. You make your way to where you're going to be camping, which is like maybe an hour's travel or so away from the edge of the woods, and you set up camp for the night.
And we're not in the woods.
No.
No.
You're
No.
You're
Good.
We are not.
That's right, that's correct, thank you. We're not
We are
in.
not going into the woods.
We're not in like spooky eyeballs, Spucky Forest anymore, are we? Good. No.
So, as it goes, do you guys look for another cave?
Yeah, they seem to work.
Okay, one sec. Ophelia is too distracted. The closer we get to the woods, the more she kind of becomes uneasy and kind of her thoughts turn inward and chatty right now. Seth cannot find a rock. He cannot find a hole in the ground to save his little fiendish life.
I imagine Zed's probably just comprehending, like, Ogron. He's like thinking about his encounter with Ogron. It's like, oh yeah.
He was a cool guy.
He's like the goblin. It's like the goblins we
was
see
the
in town,
biggest thing
but
I've
like
ever seen.
huge.
So yeah,
It's like he
Yeah.
took one of those
Size is
goblins and
possible.
went,
Mm-hmm. So I pointed out.
Well, thank you, Kara. Yeah. As you guys are going along, you point it out, and there's and Zephyr also catches one. Yeah, there's
I'm
like
here too,
nice.
a large rock outcropping, and there's like a little space that you could get in underneath it if you guys wanted to camp there for the night.
Dude, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And yeah, if you guys do the same sleeping arrangement, the night passes without incident.
I'm gonna before we go, just to retroactively, who would like a campfire so they can keep warm while they sleep?
Yes, please.
Cool. Zephyr was probably cold last
No,
night. so-
not cool. Hot.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I'm here all night.
Yeah.
So
Little
Did I
Tom
just-
Hat Cane.
Did I just get fucking waka waka'd on live stream?
Clip that!
On twitch.tv/evil_incorporated. Did I get fucking waka waka? How many? 16 people. Okay.
Send those bits and clip it.
Hell yeah.
So throughout the night, Ophelia's gonna sit just outside the mouth of like the little cave thing that they're sitting in.
And we've got a fire this time.
Fire at her back, and just kind of stares intently into the woods, and just feels very uncomfortable. And the closer she is to getting back to her old home, the more memories of kind of her childhood are coming back, and memories of some of the, for lack of a better word, like religious classes and everything, and stuff that she had learned back then that she thought she'd forgotten had been coming back, and it makes her very uncomfortable. Underneath her robe, she pulls out a medallion on a chain that she never normally brings out in public, but just kind of takes it and fiddles with it nervously, almost as if she's afraid.
You mean particularly secret about?
I don't know. You gotta talk to her about it?
Well, he's asking, is it visible? Like,
Yeah.
are you visibly doing this in the open?
Yeah. You can see her that she has a necklace on and she's playing with the necklace.
Excellent. Oh, and
Cool.
just quickly, we got 100 bits in from Rob Hagen. Hashtag Squidwatch.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag memories of an elder god upbringing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
So
so you
to the
do see
unsleeping-
her sitting sort of nervously playing with a medallion.
So to the unsleeping of us, both me and Xyces, does Xyces want to do anything first and foremost?
Yeah.
'Cause you're the empath, I'm not.
True. So Psyche's kind of slowly sort of walks up so as to not alarm Ophelia. Sorry. And,
And
She-
Doc,
That
I'm gonna,
alarmed her.
Doc, I'm
not-
going to give you control of Seth for the next little bit.
Is everything okay?
No. No, it's not.
Do you want to talk about it?
I don't really want to,
Well, I mean,
but I don't think I'm going to have a lot of a choice, especially going back there.
well, we're friends, right? So if I can help, I would like to.
Did you ever hear as to how we came to Autometh?
Well, I don't remember much about it. I just kind of gained consciousness there, in a sense. The king kind of just brought me there, and where I was.
But did you ever hear any of the stories?
I'm listening in on this conversation because I'm a eavesdropping bastard. What did this happen during the 10 years I've been a revenant in the city?
Yes.
Cool. What
Do you-
stories have I heard? So I don't know what happened. I just know what
Um,
rumors people saying shit.
You know that, at least the both of you actually, because Psyces and Leshen were both living in Autometh when they were brought in. And it was that a pod, a small family of mind flayers, Illithids, suddenly showed up one day. The king basically just had them escorted out of the palace and into living quarters within the Black City. They were wearing hoods when it happened, and nobody really saw their faces.
And that's it. No rumors, no stories.
It was all very hush-hush. Some people were very uncomfortable having mind flayers living in the city due to the rumors that they, mind control people and eat their brains and things like that.
True.
And they didn't
Fine.
come from anywhere, they just appeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just they suddenly appeared inside the Palace of Fallen Leaves and were escorted to living quarters within the Black City. That was it. People aren't terribly sure how they got there. It's just suddenly they were there. And
Yeah.
they were brought out as citizens of the kingdom.
Leshen does speak up and it's like, to us who have been here when you arrived, all we knew is that you turned up one day under the Black King's orders, and that's it. Wasn't
Psyche
really
just kind of like
publicised.
nods in a.
It wasn't so much that we arrived under his orders. We arrived under his protection. The Empire, they found our city. And they came in to wipe us out. Completely and utterly.
But
Some of
why?
the elders. Why do they do anything? We're
I'm so
different. We're
sorry.
monsters. Why are you dead? Translation, why are you dead? Because the Empire wanted it. when they started breaking through and coming down the tunnels through our mazes, the elders managed to get to the youngling room and locked a few of us in the closest I can describe as a closet. And all we heard was the telepathic screams of everyone we had ever known. And I tried to call out to anything and anyone to help us. And the next thing I knew, the door opened. But it wasn't into the spawning room. It was into the Black King's throne room. So I ushered my sister and my brothers out, and I turned around and the door was gone. And the king just told us we were safe now. And we could stay so long as we followed his rules. And that's where we've been ever since. And now we're going back there. I had never seen the outside world till we came out a few days ago. I've never been to the surface around there, and I have never been back there. It's been over 10 years. And memories and things are coming back to me. And after everything we learned the other day about the Great One that we had worshipped, I don't... And she just kind of trails off and just clasps her hands around that necklace so tightly that her purple knuckles turn white.
Do you not wish to continue on this mission?
I didn't say that. I want to know. I want to know what happened there. I want to know who my people are. I want to know who I am. Not who I was supposed to be, but who I am and where I come from. And I have... I have things I need answers to.
And are you prepared for the truth?
I don't know.
Well, even if you're not prepared, that's okay. Because we're here. We're here for you. I'm sorry you had to go through all of that. You're very strong for being where you are now.
And she just kind of hangs her head and just puts her hood up and just kind of hides in it, like almost like a safety blanket.
I've got nothing left to say. Can't really. There's nothing I got for this situation, really.
Sices pipes up. Would you like a hug?
What's a hug?
Lashingman's like a...
So Siaces kind of like very like slowly is to like not like alarm her. Like, very gently, very slowly puts her arms around Ophelia and gives her like a gentle pat.
As Ziace's arms kind of start encircling her, Ophelia's breathing starts getting faster and faster, and she kind of tenses up. And starts, her black eyes go super wide. And she's visibly very uncomfortable.
Okay.
Very uncomfortable.
Sissy's kind of just lets go and
No touching.
Well, it might
I'm
be.
s-
Actually,
I'm sorry.
Syces, do me insight.
Insight. Where is that button for the insight? There it is. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, you okay? So no, you don't.
No.
You just, as you try to hug her, and she sort of has like a bit of a bad reaction to it. You think like maybe she's not a hugger. Like maybe she's not a huggy person. Like
Yeah.
that's probably it. And then yeah.
Do I seize the truth of the matter?
Are you trying to hug
do
the
it.
squid lady?
Fucking
No,
do-
but
do
I
some
have
insight.
eyeballs, and we're in close proximity to each other.
Oh, alright.
Try insight.
Probably not.
This
At-
better.
At 10,
Hmm.
you get the notion that it's not a touch thing.
Okay.
But that's it. You're not sure what it is. Maybe she's just not a hugger. You don't know.
Hmm,
But
cool.
it's not a touch problem.
Okay.
So Sissy's just kind of like, she's a little bit like, she feels a little bit bad. She's kind of like very apologetic. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable.
That's okay. I don't think I like this hugging business.
It's not for everyone.
That's okay. That's okay. Not everybody likes them. For some people, it's a comfort. I was hoping to comfort you.
But that's what
But
hugging
maybe
is.
But that's well, yeah. That's how that works. We
think
can
I'm
try
gonna-
and find something else to comfort you
I
with.
do not know what this hugging is, but I hate it.
Ashen's gonna go do what he normally does in awkward situations, but sadly there's no verticality for him to climb, so he's gonna go for a walk. I'm just gonna go for a walk.
Okay.
All right, so then, yeah, you head out and you take a brief walk.
Yeah. A
Nothing
few paces out, stand for a bit, come back, just clear my head a bit.
He's good.
Escape the awkward situation.
You're just like, well, time to. Well.
Must be
Time for
hitting
the
old
this time.
Dunton Trail.
Thinks it's
Yeah.
time for the thinks it's time for the Irish goodbye. No, what's the Irish goodbye?
So Ophelia just kind of like sinks deeper into her hood and gets up and just kind of like shuffles about 20 feet away and then just sits down. The only thing, are you determining what Seth is doing? Because
Yes. Oh, I mean, as the DM, you can give like instructions to the familiar, but ultimately, I'm supposed to be in control of it. So, but as you sit and kind of like retreat into your cloak a little bit, Seth, your tiny squid friend who hides in your hood, as you pull your hood up, it's just like onto the back of your head, and then like kind of reaches around with his tentacles and like gives you what is the tiny squid version of like soft little kisses on the back of your head. And like, kinda-
octopus, but yes, octopus,
Yeah.
but yes.
But the problem
Tiny
is that they
tiny
have a
little
beak.
octo smooches on the back of your head.
But they have a beak though.
So like, you know, when like a bird like kind of
Taxi.
like
Like,
gives
no,
you
like
like
nipples,
little
like
like
nipples.
tugs at your ear a little bit, or like does something. It's kind of like that. As it sort of like grips the back half of your head with its tentacles and like gives you a little snug inside your hood. Little octo smooches. That's right,
Yeah.
Willow.
His hand up and just kind of like grabs onto a tentacle and just kind of like basically holds his hand.
Ah. And he holds your hand with his little tentacle.
Cephalopods. Yeah.
Yay!
And there it is. The rest of the evening passes relatively without incident. Not a whole lot else goes on. Not a whole lot else goes down.
But boy, it's hella fucking awkward.
Yeah. Wish you weren't so fucking awkward.
We're bod.
Bud. So yeah, things go by relatively without incident. The sun eventually comes up. You guys kind of put the fire out, or let the fire basically burn itself out, and then make your way towards the woods.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum bum bum. The woods.
I like to think that, like, after Martis and Zephyr wake up, they, like, notice the awkward tension. It's like,
This is
what's
the second time
happening?
I've seen it. Let it be.
So you guys make your way in through the forest. The trees, as you remember, they were large and mostly dead near the edge of it, but as you make your way in, the tree growth gets thicker and the trees become much more vibrant, much more alive, much more green. And it's about a half day's travel before you eventually find the location that you're looking for. The location that was marked for you. And this entire time, as you've been sort of making your way through the woods, looking about for the entrance to this home that you had, you feel drawn in that direction, Ophelia. Your character feels very drawn towards it. So every time you kind of figure, like, oh, is it this way, or is it that way? It's like, no, it's this way. Like,
It's this way.
yeah, like it's no.
Very confidently.
Yeah, like I feel like no, this is the direction right here.
Legion's gonna let Ophelia lead. Like, yeah, that's not mine.
It's
You go, you lead, you got this.
it's in that direction, and slowly but surely, so through that first half day's travel, make your way to the entrance of the temple.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. That's so perfect looking.
And yeah, it's just in the midst of huge, monstrous roots with some.
I like the
water.
big. I like the spirally one.
Yeah,
Right?
With a bit of water pouring down the sides of
Big
it.
fan of the big fan of the scary, almost skull there.
Almost
Yeah.
face. Yeah, I love it.
Big
And
fan of
there's this entrance, and there's a few stones on the outside with bits of carving into them, and the roots effectively like come together and make this entrance that digs into the stone. There is no light and there is no door.
Can I read what is said on the stones?
Yes, but it is in a language that you have not had to read or speak in a very long time. So give me, I'm gonna say knowledge. Was it history?
If it's
History.
deep, because if it's deep speech, I know deep speech.
Kind of a. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say sure.
Okay.
It's
it. But it's even
because Gal
older
and
than deep speech.
Gal and I have talked to each other in deep speech a few times.
Yes.
But if you want a history, I can roll you a history as well.
Yeah, roll me a history, because there's bits and pieces of extra stuff that is in deep speech but is not
Boom.
directly translated.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not supposed
that's
to be Seth. That's supposed to be
Fucking
me. So
Seth knows.
yeah,
Smart
no,
boy.
it's Ophelia. I just didn't change it over
That's okay. If it's the same bonus, then we'll just take that.
because I clicked on it off of Ophelia's page, just my little drop down of rolling as said Seth, but that's Ophelia's sheet.
Yeah.
What a smart boy.
So yeah, you see on this some symbols, and one large symbol that matches the one that is on the emblem that you carry.
Sorry, the medallion or the key? You cut out for a second.
The medallion.
Okay.
So on the medallion that you're carrying, you see a similar symbol to the one that's on the front. It seems to be a custom symbol that is specific for this dwelling. Some of the other words that you see on the stones make reference to things like that this is a temple, and that it is a place of knowledge and worship and ascension.
Big brain plays make it happen here.
My brain are like this. Their brain are like this.
My brain, dolphin. Their brain, dog brain.
So as
As they approach, Ophelia walks up to the stones and just kind of runs her fingers over the symbols with familiarity and just kind of turns to everyone and just says, "We're here."
As you run your fingers, you trace sort of one of the symbols with your fingers just along the edge of with the tip of your finger. You hear very distantly in your head,
No.
As that happens, she just kind of pulls her hand back, suddenly startled. But she doesn't say anything.
So none of us heard that, right?
Nope.
No, it was just her.
Okay. Zephyr notices that she did that, and she like looks up at her and is just like, "What's wrong?"
Just a little sharp. It's fine. So she walks further into the dark, kind of into that opening in the tree temple thing, I guess, just to go see what's inside.
Okay. So you guys enter the temple?
Yeah.
All right. So you make your way in, and almost immediately your eyes adjust as you sort of come in from the outside. It's not that much darker in here than it is out in the woods. There's not a lot of sun out in the woods. But you get inside, and immediately you are met.
First things first, torches for the people who actually need to see.
Like me! I take out my bad torch.
Yeah.
You take out the bad torch. Place yourselves on the map, ladies and gentlemen.
Drag and drop, peeps.
I still
Remember how to
need
do that.
Sort out your token thing, so we don't have to resize them every time we go into a battle map.
That is a thing that we do need to do. That is correct.
Yeah.
You guys
How do I
are
do
so
that
big.
again?
Actually, Martis, because you're a Minotaur.
Just
Oh,
drop
I'm a
and
large
drag.
creature. Okay.
Yeah, the Minotaurs are large creatures.
Okay.
Yeah, you can be like here.
Wait, is he?
Oh, I did that wrong. How do I get rid of that?
Yes, you did.
It's a little baby boy.
Here's your bud. Boop. Boop.
Yeah.
Actually, would Seth still be like in your coat?
Yeah, so he'd be like on me
Yeah. So then we'll use the token if Seth needs to separate
if
himself.
we
from
need
you.
to. Okay.
But otherwise, it's yeah.
I don't remember what to do. What do I do?
I'll place you on the thing. Don't worry.
You just drop and you just go and you drop a drag.
Since we got Martis, we got Leshen, we got you, Siaces. You're on the board. There you are. If you double click your icon, you should be able to fill in your health in the green section and your AC in the blue one. And Zephyr has a picture, but does not have... Oh, there it is. Yeah, default token. Why is it being weird? Okay, let's do that. There you are. Ding.
Yeah, why couldn't I do
There you
that?
are. All right, so orient yourselves as you're coming in.
I was at the front.
Cool.
Martis, you're a big moo.
Apparently, yeah.
Nice. Here.
I don't
Health.
think I'm
Health,
that
ladies and gentlemen.
big of a moo.
Is Mardus like fully matured as a Minotaur?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I'm
He's
going
an
off
elf.
the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica rules, and those Minotaurs are medium size, I think.
Oh, are they? Are they not large?
Yeah. No, because like I think they designed it so that no player character could be larger than medium base.
Unfortunate.
Doc,
Yes.
you have to move me.
Permissions. Some permissions
Oh,
not
the
being set,
permissions are
apparently.
fucking weird. All right, hold on.
Remember, kids. HP is green. AC is blue.
That's right. Let's go over here. Oh, fucking. Where are you? Where's your? It's
And
in
then
your
red.
journal and can be edited and controlled by you. You should have you presently have permissions for it.
On your left side,
Yeah, you have to make
Yeah,
sure that
journal.
you're selected to objects and tokens on the left side. So below the icon that looks like a mouse cursor, there is a little thing. Like the next icon down, if you click on it, there's like map and background, objects and tokens. I want you to click on objects.
As a player, they won't have that.
No.
Then the one below the
Yeah, I
arrow
was
will
like,
be
I
the
don't have that.
paintbrush.
you should. Is yours selected on select and move, the like mouse key thing on the left side?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it select and move? The blue
Mine's
one.
on select move,
Okay.
but it's looking like I can't do anything. Like actually, everything is grayed out.
Okay.
My computer.
Click and hold like just on the screen to see if you do like the black circle.
Here's the
Okay.
question:
Hold on.
Who dragged Jay's icon onto the map?
That's what I'm saying.
I did.
Okay, delete it.
Okay.
Jay, at the very top
Yeah.
next to the speech bubbles, there's a little newspaper. If you click on the
Yeah.
newspaper, and you click, and then you go
Yeah, my name.
on there, do that.
Drop and drag.
Yeah, drag and drop it into the map.
Drop.
There we go.
There you
Now
go.
you can move it.
How do I become tiny?
There we go.
Oh,
Dog does
whoa,
that,
Whoa.
but you,
Oh,
but you
okay.
sh- but you should be able to move it now.
So give it a go now,
Can you?
just so it.
Yay!
There we go.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
13 AC,
Oh, you're
you
put-
have 27 HP.
So we're-
I'll just
yeah.
quickly-
Why is there a
Oh,
s-
geez.
why is there a second huge size?
Oh, the size C's, are you having the same problem?
Uh-oh.
Cassie,
Okay.
Cassie?
you're on mute, Cassie.
Accidentally muted.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
are.
I've been having the exact same.
Okay,
Cool.
that's all right. Let me just
So
fill
that's why
in
they're giant me because
your business.
why am I how to make
That's
to make
okay.
not quite so
DM
big.
has to make
That
small.
that is
There we
something
go.
the doc
There you
can
go.
do. That's fine.
There you are.
Okay.
Are we all in a line? Because then I will fix me so I'm in a line.
Also,
We don't have to be in a line, but I'm in the front.
um
I'm gonna send to
I'm-
the side a bit.
Yeah,
I'm having
yeah.
a situation where my phone is gonna die really soon, so I'm trying to switch on to my iPad.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that,
Okay,
and I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna do that right now.
go for
So
it.
someone's gonna be able to bring me back in.
Okay.
Okey-doke. Yep, get ready to bring her back in.
Okay.
But I see a token over here and it spooks me. Because it looks like some fun. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Nothing is there. There is no icon there.
Start.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, except we totally saw that.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright.
Stop.
You need to take a day and have
Okay.
Artie teach you how this works.
Yes, you do.
So.
Alright. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay, great.
You sound so good.
Good. Good.
Great and
Okay,
good.
great. Fantastic.
All right. So,
That was beautiful.
as you guys make your way into the room, is this the position you guys are in as you enter? Just want to make sure you got
Aye.
your movement good.
Sure,
I'd
yeah.
say so.
I'm good with that.
Sure.
Dope. So then, you make your way in and you see what looks to be an old sickly Illithid standing in that space on the middle, like sort of like up those stairs in front of what appears to be like a large cauldron filled with some kind of like gross bubbly liquid. But you do see that he look nasty. Yeah, he's like a gross looking guy.
Oh, it's Grandpa.
Yeah, it's like an old sort of crotchety looking illithid, very wrinkly, very almost sickly.
It's a textbook mind flayer.
Yeah, textbook guy. And he's standing by that large cauldron, and as you guys sort of make your way into the room, he very, very slowly turns to face you.
I'm making brain soup, you want some?
I think I might be having some connection issues, because I'm only hearing like half of what you're saying, Doc.
You are having connection issues.
Yeah, I think so. But go on. We'll see if it, I don't know, clears up or something.
As we walk into the temple and Ophelia sees that there's another illithid there, she kind of gestures to everyone to just kind of
like
hold back.
Yeah.
Cool.
A little bit. And she drops her hood and drops her veil. Does she recognize him? Insight?
Yeah, you know what?
Would be history.
Roll me insight.
It would be history.
Or history, rather. Either works.
Okay.
I'll take insight.
1 second.
That's fine.
Okay, what did I get? Okay.
So out of that, you recognize those robes. This is definitely someone who was from your order, from where you lived, and from the people that did live here. Though he's much older, you don't directly recognize him. It may not be someone that you knew personally.
Okay, so it's not one of the elders that I recognize.
No.
Okay.
But he points sort of a rickety old claw towards you as you enter.
Heretics, you will not pass.
I have come back to my homeland to seek what is mine. And as she says that, she takes her medallion out and kind of lets it sit openly on her chest. This is my place.
You have lost your path. This is your place no longer. You
And
have fallen to the whims of a lesser god.
But I follow no god. This place was taken from me. I simply wish to know what happened here. What brings you here? You were not here before.
I am here at the command of the Great One. The one, our patron, our god.
So you're squatting then?
So, as he says those things, she kind of winces a little bit. Kind of as a memory just kind of comes shooting back. She just holds her head a second, confused. She just kind of stops a second.
As you're sort of gripping your head, he looks over your shoulder to Leshen.
Your insults will do nothing to blunt the agony of your demise.
Funny you should say that. That's already happened. But you're very much alive. Cracks whip. I can very easily change that.
I fear not death. I am protected by my god in both life and afterlife. I have not been tainted.
Shall I send you to him then?
Do your worst.
And he grips the small, like, crystal thing in his offhand, his left. He looks very similar to the I want to say like the Skrexy from
Oh, the
Dark Crystal.
the Skeksis.
Skeksis, yeah. He's got a very, like, hunched posture, holding a little
Yeah.
crystal in his offhand.
Or, like, Leshen is going to quickly, like, turn to Ophelia, hopefully snap her out of a catatonic, like, moment, and it's like, are you ready to fight? Be no reasoning with this one.
She just kind of looks at Leshen a little bit as if she's not quite placing him, and looks back at the elder Illithid and goes, but I just want to know what happened here and how you ended up here and why is this place still intact? I thought they destroyed it all.
They cannot destroy what they do not understand. Knowledge is indestructible, and as such, so are we. The Empire came. They feared our god.
They did come out of fear.
Fear is all they know.
It's all
It
they'll
was
ever
what we knew once. We were lost. He saved us.
But he didn't always. If he meant to save us, why did he let this entire colony get destroyed?
I do not seek to know the whims and webs of our master.
But knowledge is indestructible, and knowledge is all. You don't seek to know?
Only those who are worthy, only those who ascend may know.
I have come to learn, and I have come to know. By your own words, you have come simply to stand, but you don't wish to know. Who then is the heretic?
I come at the whim of my god. You are tainted by another. You are lost.
Ophelia, there is no reasoning. This conversation will keep going forever and ever if we don't do something.
It's the first one I've seen outside of my family. Didn't think there were any of us left, Leshen. She's very hesitant to move.
Step forward, crack at the whip again. Oh yeah.
He sort of, like, his tentacles kind of twitch a little bit as he hisses at you.
Hearing that kind of hiss kind of snaps her out of it, but she's still not sure what to do. She puts a hand on her side satchel and drops her hand in it and puts her hand on the king's eye.
Ooh. As you place your hand upon the king's eye, the small crystal orb that is within your satchel, you feel that connection that you have to the king strengthen a little bit. It feels very assuring.
She just kind of grips it tightly in her hand, but leaves it hidden for the moment. Straightens her shoulders back and goes, I don't think I am necessarily the one who was tainted. I was saved, whereas we were left to die, to scream, to be tortured.
You came at his whim, but you do not seek the knowledge. You, perhaps, I maintain, are the heretic. And with that, she takes the orb out and holds it in front of her.
We shall test your thesis.
And with that, he then we're actually gonna go to initiative on that one because there's no like surprise. Everybody was pretty much like this gonna be fight.
Square
this-
off.
this
It's
gonna
about-
fight.
It's about to go down.
It's about
Remember to have your
go
tokens selected before
down.
you click on the initiative button.
Yep.
Okay,
Select
cool.
your
Give me a second.
tokens.
Give me a second.
Select your tokens, ladies.
Oh, bababooey.
Because I'm working off of 2 different screens here.
We're just gonna
Guess.
get some energy from
Go
that.
and win first. I say, guess who's going
Boop.
first.
Size
Oh yeah!
Hell yeah.
I
is definitely just like, what? We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. What? I don't want. What do I do?
1 second.
is
I know
Jaynard
he's
here.
not there, but I do
Oh.
still have to do that.
Yeah, select your token, Jaynard, and then click on the initiative.
Whoops.
Woohoo!
Whoops.
Sick. Oh,
I didn't
whoops.
mean to hit
1
one.
second. My thing's
That's
just
okay.
frozen.
That's fine. You still got a crit success 22 as your first roll, so you're going like very high up in the order.
Sorry, that's actually supposed to be this. 1 sec.
So you know what? I'm just gonna fix it. 22.
Okay, that's that. That is not in the correct.
And
Ophelia's supposed to
we
be
will go-
17, and give me 1 second. I think I need to re-roll for Seth because because I'm working off of 2 different screens here.
You have a call. You have a call.
Let's try this again. Boop.
It's a 5.
Okay, it's only 1 less than it was supposed to be.
Actually, you know what? Just because it's a familiar, we'll just say that he goes on your turn. Just
You're
to...
going to need to redo your thing, Ophelia. It's reset yours to 5.
Ugh.
Beans. What was it before? What were you before?
17.
I'll reset it. 17. There we go.
And I don't know why it reset Seth's. I was actually clicking on his thing.
Yeah, I guess it's because it's your familiar, so it counts it as you. But that's okay. Seth will just go on your turn if you have anything that you need to do for
With him,
Seth.
okay.
But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our first fight. You can turn that up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And we're gonna click on this guy, and we're gonna go over here and come on, Chief, where are you? Doesn't have a thing for initiative, but that's okay.
It would be flat decks then, I'd say.
Yeah, alright, we'll just do that. 8. Oh boy. We're gonna add 1 in. There we go.
We lost to Steve.
Oh, we lost to
Uh-oh.
Steve though. There we are, and then we'll put him.
The internet hates us. Harold. That's not how you write Harold.
Well,
Yeah,
there we go.
that's just the name Harold.
Right.
Harry.
Right, I'm back.
It's Harry.
Welcome back.
Some
Well,
Harry.
how do I spell it then?
Herald.
Yeah.
Herald.
Harold.
E-R-A-L-D.
They're lesbians,
Yeah, like that.
Harold.
Well, there we go. There we go.
Also, it looks like umlaut.
I thought that
But-
that was how it was spelled, and I was like, "This isn't right. I'm not writing this
No,
correctly." And then I was like,
actually, what you did is you made a Elithid Boomer. Good for you.
"There we go." So we'll just.
He
go
drinks
like
White
that.
Monster on the weekend.
Harold the Herald, yeah. His name is Harold now.
There we go. And he got an 8, and so that's in descending. There you go. Ta-da!
Okay.
Big fan of Harold.
Big fan of Harold. There, we got it spelled correctly now. Hooray!
Herald of Umblau,
Yes. Let's put
as
that in
opposed
there.
to Herald of Umlaut.
That
Umlaut.
makes more sense.
Umlaut.
Umlauts.
I was rushing before we started, and I'm very sorry for that. All right, so, beginning of the fight, Leshen, you are up.
Sick. So, first things first, time to do the blood right, but this time with some new flavor.
Always got that new flavor.
The new flavor, as we're now 3rd level, I get a new right, which is now, instead of the right of the flame, I now have the right of the dawn. Prepare for text dump. Boom.
Boom! Right of the dawn.
Radiant.
I have radiant damage instead.
Ooh.
And also, it halves the damage I take from using it. So instead of losing my normal 2, or rather now it would be 3 HP, because it rounds down in halves, I only have 1.
Just make sure you're not catching yourself with that whip now.
I'll be careful, don't worry. So I now have 30 HP and -1 total health. That's how
So
rights work.
you grip the chain whip and sort of like drag your hand across it, and the blood out of your hand lights the chain whip up with sort of a radiant energy.
It's not fire this time. It's holy blue and white light, baby.
This is. You see, as you do that, you goes and you like light the chain on fire with like, we're not on fire, but like lights up with that pale blue glow. You see the Illithid kind of like cower a little bit from it.
Question: Are Illithids considered undead? They're not. Are
No.
No.
Okay, so I don't get any bonuses for this, but still.
No. We are deep creatures.
Cool. So fire probably would have been better, but
Well, too late now.
too late now. So I'm gonna.
You're like, I mean.
So I'm gonna slide up here. Hey. Hey. So ignore the fact where it says flame here. Oh boy.
Wow, so a 26. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, it's a crit, so it hits anyways. So that hits
Plus
for
2.
9 slashing and 2 radiant.
So that's 11 damage.
Whoopaka. Oh, and my +2 from dueling. Thank you, boss.
And plus 2 from dueling. So
Yeah.
that's minus another 2.
That's 13.
13.
Whip
You
it.
fucking lay into this guy. Whoop-pow!
Whipping good.
You get him like right across the chest. And
I'm still furious that I don't have a fucking whip crack.
Very sorry. Will you
I don't think we have a bell yet either.
No, we don't. I
Ugh.
do apologize for that. Will you accept in the meantime
Is it gonna be Modest's hammer?
is it Gamar's hammer?
Fine.
Very sorry. Thank you. You're a good friend. All right, so as you crack this chain whip across its chest, not only is it like does it cut into him physically, but that radiant damage really does like set in and it knocks him backwards, and he kind of like stumbles against the cauldron. The cauldron, though, chained to the ground, doesn't tip over, thankfully, but it does slosh a little bit with some thick crimson liquid. And now it is the Black Bean. Zephyr, your turn.
Whoopaka, begone, monster! You don't belong
Okay.
in this world.
Hey!
You made it a race thing, I didn't.
You're the racist.
What's this?
It's a large stone pillar.
I like pillars.
Cool.
Cover
So-
for you, my friend.
Dun, dun, dun. Ow. So Zephyr is going to. Cool. 30 feet. Cool.
Yeah. Where would you
cool.
like to go?
I am going to. I have to reread all this because it's so much information that I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Okay, she's gonna move to behind this pillar. That's a good spot. Yeah, that's a good spot.
Is that full cover then? Does it cover the full body?
Yep. That would
Nice.
be
Full cover. And she's out her amazing, awesome short bow and take aim.
Oh, hell yeah.
And not fuck.
So if you pull up your character sheet, you just click on it, and it... Oh,
Well,
yeah!
fuck up.
Ah, but
There's
you
that
missed.
good. Yeah.
6 to hit. Oof.
Pew! It goes wide. And then you are up, Ophelia.
Mm-hmm. She confidently holds the orb to her chest, kind of like how it is in the picture right now, and be like, I will show you what you call tainted. Hold on one sec. Let me figure out which of the ones I'm going to use. We are going to Chromatic Orb.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Big
That's
boy
one of my
spells out the
favorites.
gate.
He called my bone daddy tainted. No.
That's a chromatic orb, so spin the wheel of chromatic damage types.
Oh, but Chromatic Orb at level 2.
Oh, yeah. We got fire, cold, thunder, acid.
You're rolling from Seth still.
God damn it! Sorry. But
That's
again,
okay.
that's off of Ophelia's sheet though.
So, Jesus. You are like... You like summon up this power and shoot this like fucking
17.
disco-ass rainbow orb straight towards this guy.
In cold. I'm specifically casting cold.
Oh,
Nice.
in cold, he like pitifully like takes his right hand and like puts it up, and you just hear like the soft no, like right before it hits him, and just goes woof, and like turns him to ice.
Oh, shit!
He is
Shit.
dead.
Wow!
Oh.
Na na
Okay,
na 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 na.
And I helped.
So I see this
so-
just kind of like, is it over?
yeah, it's like the whip
I think
crack,
so.
and then just like shot that chromatic orb, and he just like
Wait.
woof. He
Steve,
So it's just-
Steve, I have something for you.
What's that? Nice!
I may or may not download it in an app just for you.
Thanks, man.
You need to get the
Yeah.
Smash Bros like Belmont whip chain sound.
Yeah, because it's
Oh,
got that
there's
little...
like... Oh, please, there's 8 different whip sounds on this app. We're
Oh,
good.
heaven.
Are any of them chain?
There's like a metal whip.
Chain whip, very important.
And for everyone wondering, that was a 3d8 roll of damage.
I like that one. It was
What the hell?
Big fan. Love
All right.
that.
Anyways,
Anyway.
so he is frozen.
Nice.
Very dead, but
Nice, Rob.
frozen solid in that position there where he was standing, like full bore. Just
Yo, Frozone
No,
Incredibles.
I want Steve to fight again. I found the perfect one.
well, there's gonna be more, I assure you.
There's more.
Yeah,
So,
he's
like,
into that one.
is it like
So, yeah.
proper like Frozone, like say freeze, and it like does the
Oh yeah, like he is.
love that.
He's fully frozen there. There is a stirring in the sloshing of the liquid that is in the yeah, do you move up and check it?
Yeah, I move up and check it.
Yeah, I'm gonna like peep that.
Anybody else move up?
Nah.
Slightly, but
I mean,
only
they kind
just
of
to
have,
make
like,
sure
still
that
in cover,
they're
just in
okay.
case.
Yeah, no, put you guys where you want. We're out of combat.
I'm gonna be like right here. Is that a thing? Did that do a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm right there.
Artie, you have to teach us how to do that.
It's just.
Decided that.
I'll tell you after the session.
Yeah, some other time.
Yeah. We'll have like a
There
we'll have like
she
a time where we'll get together and figure
goes
it out.
like that.
There you go.
It peers around the corner. Hmm?
So From the sort of sloshing liquid that's in there, it looks, as you peer into it, it looks like blood, but much thicker. And it sort of swirls and turns, and eventually the surface of the liquid seems to peel back and reveal a large eye peering out at you.
Ooh.
Ah. So he did send his children after all. So good to see you again.
Are we all hearing this?
Yes, everyone who is present can hear him now speaking from the cauldron.
I've been sent to discover what happened to my home.
Is it not so obvious? The Empire came because they feared the power that we on Earth, the power that you, my children, wield in my name. The loss of this temple was regrettable, it is true. But each of those that died here are now a part of me.
She kind of winces in pain. But you did nothing to save us.
These people traveled so far, so distantly from my shores. They built this temple here in my name. But yes, in the end, they died.
It sort of like the eye kind of looks around at the three of you standing that are closest to it. And it turns and fixates over on Leshen as well.
Ah, one of his children. So broken, so lost. How desperate he must be to lean upon such broken and lost creatures. How sad.
I'll just squints at the eyeball.
just glares back.
Yeah, this is like you stare into the abyss. I'm staring back. Dickhead, what's up?
I
This is
almost imagine
the equivalent of like getting on the subway and then you make eyes with someone. You're like, what are you looking at? And they're just like, you just get into a weird stare of them.
What are you
He like
looking
does
at?
like the double tap on his chest, like, what? What do you want? Come at me, bro.
I almost imagine Leshen was just like, it's like, what do you mean I'm lost? I know exactly where I am. I'm right here. Fuck you.
I'm right here. Fuck you.
I know the longitude and latitude. The place where I'm at right now.
It is nice that he sent you here to retrieve what you could find, but you are too late. My children had already remade their way into this temple. It is only a matter of time before the heart is mine. How could you possibly hope to survive?
The more she talks to the voice, the more she kind of falters a little.
Yeah. You guys, each of you, that connection that you have to the king, that mark that he placed upon your spirit, is still present, though it is, you feel like a very light pressure on it, being in this building. And the closer you get to that cauldron, the more, it's not being suppressed, but you do feel that bit of a pressure on your spirit there.
The same amount for Ophelia or more?
You are definitely feeling it, but see, the thing is with you, Ophelia, you're feeling the pressure both from outside and from within. But that mark is still present, and the power you feel in the orb that you have that the king gave you still there.
She's
feels
kind of like
very, it like the orb almost thrums in your hand.
She kind of drops it to her side so it's not kind of within view of the eye. But she kind of like grips it so tightly, like she's trying to like hold on to that connection as hard as she can.
What happens if I drop my little vial of black stuff in this?
Fuck.
Okay, I'm sorry. Are you taking it out of your pocket right now?
No, I'm not going to. I just.
Okay.
No worries, of course not. But I'm just like, what Jimmy Neutron am I gonna make here?
Fucking. Oh. There's a.
Soup time.
Soup.
I will go through and bring back what is mine and what was my family's. This was my place.
This was mine, as you are all my children. So too are the contents of this tomb. I would not advise you to enter, to take what belongs rightfully to me. I would even consider taking you back, child, were you so worth the effort.
God, you're a shit parent.
At that, she just kind of stumbles back a little and kind of hangs her head.
Are you done? Do you have any more creepy mysticisms that you must spout?
I know the turtle calls me Umlaut. I wonder if your king has told you my name. I have many.
Damn it.
What was that?
just someone's phone just starts going off like fucking music.
Sorry,
playing.
it was an ad on Twitch. Didn't know my volume was up.
Beautiful.
Okay.
You know, breaking the silence. What-
That's fine.
Was one of those names Spooky Soup?
Sometimes I am the breath that is on the wind. A child's laughter. The death of the elderly and the innocent alike. A fiend of 1,000 faces.
And the blood flushes out of the cauldron. It sort of flushes down like a toilet, except it just disappears, and then there's nothing in the cauldron.
Oh, okay. So it's just like magic's away. Like,
Yeah,
oh, no.
Esteban. His name is Asshole. I got a name for you, bitch.
just like toilet flush.
Yeah. Flush. He laughs as he flushes down the
Spins down. Where'd you do your hair? The toilet.
I have many names, Chiturga, Cthulhu, but you shall know me as Douche Canoe.
Oh no.
All right.
So Ophelia is visibly shook.
Shooketh.
In some circles, I am Michael Jordan's secret stuff.
Oh lordy. I cast calm emotions.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Calm emotions.
Boom, pacify.
Ophelia.
Magic.
Be right here.
Poof.
I have the magic of antidepressant.
Missed our chance to plant magic beans in the cauldron.
Oh,
It's just as he's talking, you just drop one of the beans in.
He's like, hey, wait, what?
What have
What are you
you done?
Humanoid in a 90-foot radius centered on a point that you choose within range can make a charisma saving throw or choose to fail. A creature can choose to fail this saving throw if it wishes. If a creature fails a saving throw, choose one of the following 2 effects. You can express any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened. Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that is hostile toward.
So...
He literally called himself a fiend, so if you make him indifferent to fiends...
No, but if you do that, then I won't care about my little squish boy.
But it's
Oh,
only
that's a problem.
temporary.
Well, my
No.
little squish boy.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. That's
Also,
bad.
Doc, what is little squish boy doing when Malafia has been visibly shook and been admonished by angry tentacle granddaddy?
Bad soup.
He's retreated into the back of your hood and he trembles a little bit.
Oh.
Bad soup.
So neither of us are doing good.
You scared the octopus. Bad soup.
Bad soup. Bad toilet. You scared my dog. You stupid dog, look what you made me do.
Based Courage the Cowardly Dog reference. Gets one of the magic beans, drops it in the black fluid, corks it back up, shakes it up, throws it in the bowl.
Okay,
Mm.
so what are we all doing? Ophelia's shaking across,
Yeah.
against the wall.
Calm
Well,
emotions.
so I mean,
You cast the spell.
I guess this is alternatively you may make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice. What if I make Ophelia indifferent to creatures named Giant fucking douche nozzle?
Just make her
Translate.
indifferent about soup.
Yeah, that one.
I don't
Indifferent
care
to
about
soup.
soup.
The appetizer. I'm not feeling it.
Fine clothes. Where are you right now? I don't care.
I don't
Can't say I
care.
have any strong feelings towards Monsieur Ascaspacho over there.
Ask Spatio.
I think that is my favorite thing you have ever said.
Ask Gazpacho. So we got what? Bad soup, ask Gazpacho.
You know, that dick.
Yeah.
I just want Ophelia to feel better. I just
Yeah.
want her to steal herself.
Toilet cunt.
You know what then? I would say instead of spending a spell,
Okay.
if you were to do
Phone a fork!
a persuasion. And if you
Right.
want to use your fork, you can also use that to give yourself advantage.
Right.
Antidepressant fork, go.
Yeah. Let's do it. All right.
Poke some of it, yeah.
Persuasion. What dish?
Bam.
Oh, I am not even on the right thing.
Advantage
Okay.
against saving throws against another magical. Hold on a second. This is what, an intelligence saving throw?
I guess persuasion? It is equal, so it's up to you. Cyaces is attempting to calm you effectively and just let you know that things are okay. And
Yeah.
that, like, it's alright, because you've got friends here.
We're here. You got your friends. We can do it together.
She's not okay. She's gonna fight against it. It does not work.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's fair.
Sarah appreciates the thing. Ophelia's just like, no, this is not. None of this is okay. None of this is okay.
That's fair.
Turd
So-
bucket
so-
jambalaya.
Now I think we should have T-shirts, and it just has all the different names on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
me.
Hmm.
Actually, what is... Hold on, I'm just gonna double check something.
Sloppy jalopy.
Sloppy Joe.
Just check.
Goulash hole.
Goulash!
Where do we see, like, saves?
Borscht
On
hole.
the character sheet.
lot of
Where
that.
it says saving throws directly under inspiration and proficiency bonus.
Inspiration and proficiency. What the
Borscht hole.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Borscht.
Saving throws. Ba-ba-da-ba. Oh, it doesn't even give you, like, a basic. Yeah, okay. So then... if it was an intelligence thing, we'll just take that. Okay. So, yes. She is visibly shook and is up against the wall there. What do you guys do?
So Modest is gonna take a look around the room, just to kind of get the full idea of what everything is in this area. So we have these two pillars here. We've got this door down the bottom here.
Mm-hmm. And there's
Toilets.
a stone door there.
Okay, stone.
Toilet strain.
Yeah,
No more use the toilet.
he's not going to go for, like, he has some kind of inkling that despite what's going on,
Whoops.
Jeez.
Don't panic.
he knows, he feels that this place, regardless of what's happened, is still important to Ophelia. So he's not going to go straight to vandalism just yet.
Not
I
quite.
appreciate you.
I'm gonna pee in that bowl. I'm gonna take a dump in your magic phone.
I mean, me and Doc have had this conversation at length before. Like, the Ark of the Covenant is God's telephone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you're not allowed to open it, because talking to God's not really something that you can do.
I told you not to call me again. Ah!
Oh, thank God you called! I've got so many things to talk about.
You sound melting.
Mars is going to go to Stone Door. He's going to try in vain to see if he can hear anything on the other side.
Yeah, give me a perception.
That is a 20, sir.
Woo.
Oh, damn. You hear,
Nice.
speaking on the other side.
Oh, shit.
I guess I've heard. Well, I don't understand it. I've heard Gal and Ophelia speak in deep speech before. Does it sound similar to that?
It does. It is definitely in deep speech, and you hear what sounds like another one of these sort of, like, illithid creatures speaking, with that, like, the weird way that they do with their tentacles and such, and some more, sloshing of red liquids.
Okay, so at rough estimate, how many voices would
You-
I
you can
think?
You
hear
can hear
this-
color.
I was
was
gonna say, you can
thinking
hear that it's
that.
red.
Nice. Kool-Aid has that distinctive slosh.
Very distinct.
Mm.
Does Mr. Moo let everyone know?
I need to find out one more piece of information.
Oh.
Do I have a rough estimate on how many voices there are on the other side, or is it just, are they
hear-
too similar to tell?
You hear one voice, and some of that sloshing, and then you hear, like, a bit of the sort of, like, chittering sound. It's difficult for you to tell. I'd have to get, like, knowledge. Yeah, you know what? Do me. Okay, you know what? It's a 20 perception. I'm gonna say it does. You do hear some, like, chittering of some kind from the other side.
Okay. Right.
Like scratching of claws on stone.
It's an army of squirrels!
No!
I mean, I was gonna say spiders, but
Ugh.
that's fine too.
Modest kind of like gently moves himself away from the door, and he turns to the others. Out of character, where the hell did Leshen go?
Yeah, I think I'm trying to, like, drag around the map, and, like, okay, there I am. It was just messing around. So whenever I tried to drag my, like, character around, it was just like.
Just Mario speedrun phase through a wall there for a sec.
Yahoo! Through a wall.
Modest will turn to the others, and he'll say, I think I hear at least one more of them on the other side, but there's something else there. It sounds like claws on stone. I don't think it's another illithid. I think it might be something different.
She
I
kind of. Maybe I can understand what they're. And she just over to the door if the boys will let her in.
Yep, Lash
Yeah.
goes. Yep, sure, no worries. I'm just gonna. Yeah.
I need to get to the door. Could you move aside? Yahoo! Through a wall.
She's going to try and listen at the door. Listen very intently because she knows there are voices there.
Doc?
All right, so she listens at the door. Do me perception.
Okay. Oh.
With an 8, you can hear them in the distance. You can't hear what they're saying though. It's too muffled. But you can hear someone speaking in deep speech.
Adam, come back!
She takes a moment and she goes over to our frozen popsicle man.
He's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still there. Oh, I know he is.
I resisted the temptation to just like boot it so it explodes.
And takes a few moments and really looks at every part of his outfit, at how long his tentacles are, at how bad his hunch is, and has a look. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
Okay.
Disguise self.
Oh damn.
Ooh.
Oh
Dun, dun,
damn.
dun.
So yeah, you make yourself, including your clothing, your armor, weapons, and belongings in your person. So you cast this spell, disguise self, to replicate what he's doing. So to make yourself look like him.
Look exactly like him.
Is stuff still on you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Still attached to the back of your neck, sort of in your hood.
Zephyr very, very sneakily trying to come in there. Can I hold the squid while you do this?
Sorry,
Oh.
Lashing's coming. Can you hold Squishy Puppy?
Do you
I want to hold
hand
the
him over?
squishy puppy.
I do.
Give him to Zephyr. Let Zephyr
Okay.
hold the puppy.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. So Zephyr, our black draconian friend, is now holding a tiny little octopus friend, and he's very cute. He's got great big googly eyes, and he sort of happily sort of squibs and squirms in your hands.
If this was like a cartoon or something, she would literally have star eyes right now, like just staring.
At the moment, if Lashing got it, he'd like spin around and do like Yahoo! Like get a star in Mario 64.
Here we go.
Now,
You better make-
as you do this disguise, is it visual or is it only is it visual only or is it visual and audible?
One sec. Body can't change your body type. That's fine, except the illusion. Switch to you. The changes are about the spell is physical. Hold up to physical inspection. Object passed through the hat. Use the spell to appear thinner. The hand of someone. Blah, blah, blah. It does not change my voice.
Yeah, the thinner than you are,
It is-
and someone who reaches to touch you would bump into you while seemingly still in midair. Yeah.
But we're pretty much the same. Well, you tell me how much of a difference there is.
Well, I mean, it's like if you were disguising yourself as an old dude, even if you made yourself look exactly like an old dude, you'd still sound not like an old dude, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna say if you want, you can use the disguise self thing to give yourself like the same robes and whatnot that they have, and then attempt to be a member of their faction. Or you can try to do your best impersonation of their voice as your call.
I'm sorry, I don't have your voice modulation software, so no. Yeah. We're gonna imitate the robes. And I'm just gonna also take a moment. Who has a knife?
I do.
Can I borrow that for just a moment?
Sure. Trade a knife for the squid.
So I take that
Octopus.
knife and thank you. And chisel away at the ice around the hand, holding that crystal that he has.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So, if you chisel that out, it's a crystal catalyst.
Okay.
It's a casting focus.
Okay. Just gonna add that over here. My sheet will update. But yeah, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna put my orb back in. It's still close at hand, but I'm going to.
Oh yeah, in the process of you getting that catalyst out of his hand, though, the hand just comes off. Like he was super dry and old before you turned him into a dudesicle, so it's,
Throw him in the soup bucket.
She kind of whispers an apology in deep speech as she does it. Okay. Just kind of steels herself and goes back over to the door. And is there any symbols on the door?
There aren't. No. It's just a plain stone door.
Okay.
There's no like writing or anything like that. There's just the emblem. That's the same one that's on your medallion that you have.
Okay.
I'm probably going to say it's a smart idea for the rest of us to assume breaching clear positions. Around the door, don't show our faces.
Nailed it.
Yeah, that sounds like a real good idea.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Gotta hide behind my posts.
Yeah.
It's free real estate.
Yeah,
Sci-
that's right.
Siaces, do you want to get up against the wall?
Stack up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm here.
Floats over.
Okay.
Doc,
Yes.
does those posts go all the way up to the ceiling?
Yep.
Dang it. I was gonna be like, can I perch on
You
top?
were going to sit on top of one of them.
Yeah.
Like all the gargoyles.
Okay.
Never mind.
Is there a handle on the door? What is door?
There is a large handle on the door, yeah, that you can use to either push or pull it open.
What does the sign say?
Don't
Look at the
dead open
hinges, guys.
inside.
It's all about usable design. Just look at the sign. Just look at the handles and things.
It says don't dead open inside.
Don't dead open inside.
Right. Yeah. That's
Oh
that's
my
actually
God.
true. That's what the door said.
There you go. All right. So yeah. Do you pull it open?
She just kind of. And then she opens the door.
All right. The door creaks open to about there. No, do as I command. There we go. The door creaks open and illuminates much more of the space that you've got coming ahead of you. Let me just zoom out just a smidge on my other.
Big fan of
monitor
Big
here.
Boy Martyrs being the immediate run in and fuck everyone up.
And as you can see, as the door opens and you enter in slowly, you see a large chamber here
No.
with several creatures in it.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no.
And you see another large cauldron at the end of the room filled with
What
that
fucking
sloshing
Hyundais?
liquid again. And you see in here, with your knowledge of abyssal shit, you see a couple of things. One,
A bad time.
sitting right here,
That.
that is an abyssal maw.
Ah.
It is a gross ass creature. It has it's basically a huge mouth full of teeth with a bunch of eyes stuck to the side of it and like 6 legs pointing out in all directions.
Oh, it's a fucking
Wait.
Hyundais.
Is it? Did you say tea?
Teeth.
Oh, teeth. Oh,
It's
I
got
prefer
several
tea.
cups of tea.
Yeah.
Can I join it for some
No.
tea?
No.
I regret to inform you, no.
Sadly.
And it's sort of like it's kind of just sitting there in the middle of the temple, like chomping slowly, aimlessly at the air around it. And
Just
then these
being disgusting.
Yeah, these other 3 little creatures here that are in and around the room, those are abyssal skulkers. They're like shitty attack dogs. of the.
I was about to say
Of the
Kidney attack dog.
abyssal dogs.
Okay,
like dogs?
so I'm just
Sorry.
I'm going to do what would I roll to know kind of the best way to deal with these things?
Give me. What knowledge would that be?
Nature?
I'm gonna say either nature or arcana.
Um,
Can we do an arcana? Can I do an arcana?
Considering they're like deep creatures, I'd say arcana.
Can I do an
Artie,
arcana?
you're also a DM.
I'm
Weigh in.
gonna say, yeah, because nature's an intelligence check. Arcana is
also an intelligence check.
Religion will also be an intelligence check because they're more than like full-on knowledge sort of thing.
Yeah,
so
give me a religion check then.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, I apologize, but yeah, it's gonna be based on that. Okay, so 12. So you do know these creatures.
Uh-huh.
They are from the abyss. Like they are creatures that you knew of when you were growing up. You didn't see the abyssal maws before, but you did see the abyssal skulkers.
Skulkerinos.
Those dog creatures, like very occasionally, but it was not something that was often kept around. But they're kind of like tracking dogs that people use.
Okay.
So yeah, you see them all standing in there, the mind flayer that you see that's down at that pool is sort of got his hands on the sides of the cauldron and is gazing into the pool and still doing something, like speaking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. She just kind of steps into the room, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm still just figuring out what it is I actually want to do. Do the skulkers and the maw react to my entry in any way?
The maw doesn't, as you are another mind flayer, and
They're brainless.
they don't have a lot of think about them, but one of the skulkers that's there slowly kind of makes its way over to you and sniffs you a little bit and like clicks and snaps its jaws a little, moves back over here and sniffs at the wall a bit.
Hmm.
So what do you do?
Takes another few steps into the room. Does our friend at the end of the room notice me at all?
Not yet.
He's very
You
focused.
You hear him speaking in Abyssal. You can hear him much more clearly now that you're in the room.
What is he saying?
We have not yet found what we seek. We have been searching. It could be anywhere.
That's very mind flare speaking to Paul. Is this thing on?
And after
Well,
a
it's
couple
Oh,
of
go ahead.
seconds,
mm-hmm.
you sort of feel that voice come back again from
Ah, shit.
Cauldron.
You have company. Deal with them.
And the Illithid who's standing at the bowl, sort of the mouth of it, bows his head.
It will be done.
He turns turns around to face you, and he sees you there at the edge of the room, and like looks you up and down, seeing your robes, sees the crystal in your hand, looks back and forth across the room.
Have you seen any intruders?
There was a group following me. I'm newly arrived. I was tracked here. They could be coming at any moment.
You are followed. Yeah, new people.
Roll me deception with advantage.
Nice.
You.
Nice.
He buys it.
Okay.
Nice.
He kind of like rolls his eyes and like fucking throws his hands up a little bit in an exasperated sense. Like fucking
Squid's aspiration.
Just
New
with this shit again.
Ugh.
I'm new to the area and I was not given proper instructions on how to get here. I did the best that I could.
Very well. Make yourself ready.
Perhaps I could help find what it is that we're looking for. Hear you say that you haven't been able to find it yet. The sooner we can get it, the sooner we can get out and not have to deal with any of these people.
We're looking for a large gem. It should be somewhere.
he sort of gestures amorphously to the rest of the temple. He points to the chamber that is immediately to your right, his left. He points to that to that sort of hallway over there.
There's a spawning pool down that way. We searched it. It came up empty. If you go the other way down the steps, you may be luckier than the others.
What do you mean, luckier than the others? Where are the rest of us?
The other few are further down the hall. I don't know where they went or what they found. I've been turning over rubble and corpses for a day and a half. This place stinks.
Oh, let's see. Jerry in accounting is clearly having a long day. Now he has to deal with a new hire.
After these, Ophila's trying real hard
Can I just mean?
to keep her composure.
Yep.
Don't blow it. Don't blow it. Don't blow it. Don't blow it.
Perhaps it might be easier to go and catch them unawares in the entry room.
He kind of nods a bit.
Set up an ambush in the lobby.
They won't be expecting us. They come down here. Where do we have to go?
We could catch them in here, but then they still have to get past Kithrax. I'm not gonna let him have all the fun again.
Can we hear this conversation?
It is in Abyssal. You hear them talking back and forth to each other in gross noises.
Cool. Lashley's just like, Could you intone can you intone frustration in the gargles?
Yep.
Probably some frustration, yep.
Cool, so Leshen's gonna keep his whip ready, still righted, still righted. It's like,
Perhaps we should set up our ambush in the lobby.
I think that sounds best.
He starts making his way sort of towards...
Okay, hold on. Pause for a quick second. How far am I from everyone else right now?
Ding, 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 ding. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35...
Solid 30 feet!
Yeah, 30 feet.
Oh, awesome. Great. Okay, I am going to use one of my familiar abilities to touch cast one of my spells through Seph.
Into Zephyr?
Into Zephyr.
Message.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Hold on. What?
Codex Squid.
So I'm messaging you, but through Zephyr. Sorry, through Seth.
Yeah.
The Zeph and Zeph connection.
The tiny octopus like puts a tentacle against you, and you hear like this boom, like a connection opens up.
The octopus is a telepathic telephone right now. Okay, just deal. One way only.
Oh, he's already on Zephyr's head, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Discord sounds. Dun, dun, dun.
He places her tentacles down, and she just pauses. She's like, "What's he doing? What's he doing?"
Oh shit! Son.
Another one is coming up the stairs. Be ready. He doesn't know that we're here. He doesn't know. Be quick. Take him
So
out.
I'm the only one hearing this?
Yes, you are the only one hearing this.
I am relaying it to everyone else.
Nice.
Okay.
Quietly.
Upon hearing this, Martis is going to make sure that he has a tight grip on Dawn's courage, and he's going to prepare his booming blade cantrip to swing at the first person who comes around that door.
Yeah, I'm going to lean around, so the moment that person walks in, they're going to get cracked.
So Ophelia stands out of the way so that what's-his-face can have easier access to the steps, as obviously an elder should.
Oh yes, no, yeah, no. You step out of the way. He like gives you sort of like just like the slightest of nods that like, yes, you're younger. Get out of my way. Like this is and he like snaps some of his bony fingers, and two of the dogs hop in to join him.
This man's gonna get pranked.
Okay.
This man's whole career.
There's a skulkers coming. There's more than one. Be careful. The lead one is the dangerous one.
Zephyr gets her bow and arrow out.
Fucking pranked.
So the three of them move in unison up to this position here. And that's the surprise round, and combat begins.
Oh shit.
So us who prepared attacks, do we sort of do me and Martis go?
Oh yeah, like everyone who's prepared an attack, you guys all go.
Sick.
Wait!
Whew.
Is this music good?
Oh, volume's down.
There it is.
There we go.
Here we go.
There you go.
Yeah!
Nice.
Just J-Bro!
I don't have any Dawn's courage noises. I don't know
That's
what that
fine,
means.
Doc's got those.
Doc's
This
got
is
that
a
covered.
This is a
Okay.
critical.
This
This
is
is
a-
a critical Dawn's
All right.
courage.
So,
So surprise round. Just you guys saved up an attack, right?
Yeah, it was me, Zephyr, and Martis.
Okay, so you
I
all
do not
attack.
really have anything effective.
I
Yeah.
didn't have the ability
okay.
to because he would have seen me do something.
Yeah.
So just the three of you then, roll your attacks.
I've
Yeah.
already done mine.
Dude,
I
Martis
got a
saw a
nat
fucking
20.
crit.
Oh my
can
god.
I...
Oh, there it is. Okay, no, I do see it. So first up, Jesus Christ.
So Martis has like got his back against the wall as like he's waiting, just so it's like there's
Yep.
a mumble
Crit is-
breath.
crit is fucking max damage.
Please. Just baseball swing.
Just woof! You hit him fucking hard with that
And
hammer. It
like-
fucking
Cinemax.
lays
Right,
into
he
him.
gets an additional 1 thunder damage.
Boof! So it's an additional one on top of the, what is that, 17?
Only
18
so
now?
17 damage now, and if he moves from that spot on his own accord, then he takes an additional 1 thunder.
So you fucking, as he's coming through the door, you catch him square in the fucking chest with that, and he just buckles over and just, and then the fucking whip crack comes down. What is that, 9 damage?
9 damage plus an extra 2 because of dueling.
Christ. And
Thanks.
also Zephyr with the bolt. The bolt catches him in the cheek, and he just about goes over, and then the whip crack, pow, takes his head clean off.
Well, no, personally, I like to think I like to think it's the arrow, the whip crack, and then Buddy baseball swings him. I wanna say that Martis gets the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. We can put like a little thing on it that's like, yeah, he did. Or
So
no,
like, I like to think arrow to the face
X.
is like,
There we go.
shit, whip crack catches him like in the gut or something, so he keels over.
Yeah. So that guy.
And then as he keels over, fucking Bardus swings in and just like compresses his head into his chest.
Poof! Yeah, so he's fucking done. He tumbles over. Soup's dead. There are two of the abyssal creatures immediately behind him. They immediately start screeching and attacking. And the two that are back in the room also start screeching and making a rush. Everybody, roll initiative.
So like Illithids are like squishy generally. So you know, like
Yeah.
Mythbusters when they hit
Yeah.
like the Blastigel
Oops,
like
my bad.
models with stuff. That's Bardus' hammer connecting the body.
Oh wait, yeah, we got
Slow motion. Gotta refresh initiative.
Yeah, I gotta refresh the initiative thing.
Point
got-
the order.
So
Click your tokens and initiative.
Oh no.
Yeah, you
Oh,
rolled
no.
a 20. You rolled a 20, so I'm gonna put that in there.
Wow.
And Zephyr, I need you to roll again, but you did roll a 20, so we're gonna keep that.
Do you still? I'm still rolling again.
Yeah, roll again,
roll
and I'll
again.
just adjust it to 20.
Just give us a number.
Fine. Yeah, no, that also works. There we go. So
I
then 2020,
roll-
23, we got 8 and 2. Ooh.
Two. Yup. 1 second. Yup. I'm gonna. This is not gonna go well for me.
Okay, well, that's okay because it's a surprise round. We got Dags
Yup.
Dags.
and we got the
Got
Maw.
dag. 1 second. Is this gonna
Dags.
work this time? Is it gonna work this time? Did it? Waiting. Loading. I don't think it worked.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
So the Dags.
Okay. So, but here's the thing: how are all of the dogs reacting?
But they start to freak out and just attack anybody that's close to them because the person
Three.
who's taking care of them is now
Oh, it
dead.
worked.
So
Yeah.
we're just going to go
I
down
accidentally
there,
dropped
here
out. Sorry about
and
that.
be like,
In
boop,
fact,
for you, and then sure, I'll just do Dex for you as well. Ping pong.
Okay, hold on. You put Zeph in this thing. He is on my head still. What are you making him do?
He just has rounds.
Okay.
He just has rounds.
And the
Just runs away.
six Are at 2, and we are gonna slap that into descent. There we go. So,
Dogs.
all right, everybody.
Hey, it's Dogs and More, that new Fast and Furious movie that came out.
Dags. All right. So you're
So,
up.
this is considered a surprise round, right? Currently.
You guys had your surprise round.
Cool, okay,
Where the three
nice.
of you attacked. So now we're into regular initiative.
Neat. So, gonna scoot to here. And first Abyssal Skulker is gonna get, hopefully, a taste of the Wooper.
Just tell me when.
There's a 9. Does a 9 hit, Scooby?
The Skulker does
Yes.
not get hit by a 9.
Miss.
So you whip and miss. They are tiny, dexterous creatures. They don't look very strong, but they're quick on their tiny little 2 little feet.
Ah, fucking disgusting.
Yeah, gross.
Gross.
Gross. No.
Yeah, they're
I don't like him. No.
No!
that's kind of what they look like. These things.
What?
Fog of War.
Oh,
Why is it like Pyramid Head's head but with legs?
Because the abyss is a fucking
Aw.
weird place.
Yeah. Fair. Cool. So I missed. Zephyr saved me.
okay, wait, what?
All right, Zephyr, you're up.
Mate.
Cool. Okay, I am going to. How close are they?
They are right there,
That's
right in front of you. They're right here.
that is
10 feet away.
no. Okay, that's 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I want to know. I want to see if this works. I got all this stuff. All this stuff.
All this.
All this stuff. Can I use my cunning action before I do something or after?
It's a bonus action, so you can do it before.
So I'm gonna do. Wait. Get out the handy dandy book.
Oh yeah.
The big book of happiness. So I'm going to use my cunning action to dash. Why do rogues have so much stuff?
Because they're the you.
Because they rogues?
What is
Can
that?
we rogue?
What is that? What is that?
Can
dog?
we rogue it up?
What is that you just said?
Because it's the whip crack sound with your hat on it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's crispy.
Okay, so... Yeah, okay, so I'm going to, I'm gonna use my thing to move up, so I'm 5 feet away. And use my arrow, I'm gonna shoot once, and then because I'm 5 feet away, I can sneak attack and do it second time.
Okay. Fucking double fire.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Pew pew.
1. 11.
No.
It would have been a 10 anyways because it's close quarters shooting. You get disadvantage at close range if you fire from with a bow or a crossbow, unless you have close quarters fire.
Still
with-
a miss. I'm so sorry.
No, I...
You're like pow pow with the 2 short bow shots, and if both of them 11 don't make it.
No, I don't get, on my, sneak attack, I don't get disadvantage.
Oh, sick. Nice. No mind.
Yeah, 11
Sadly,
still
it's
doesn't hit
11,
though.
but...
Sices, you're up.
So I'm going to.
Mercenary.
I'm-
Why do rogues have so much stuff? Probably because they stole it.
All right. Stop
I'm
telling
not-
the truth.
I'm gonna back up right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's
and,
true, but he didn't have to say it.
And in character, Sices is kind of backed up and not really sure what to do. Out of character, I'm just holding an action. I'm gonna essentially wait until they are like, I don't know, somewhere in around where I can kind of see them pulling out, and I'm gonna hold a vicious mockery essentially.
Oh, nice.
You can see them pretty clearly from where they are right there, if you wanted to use
Yeah?
it now. Yeah. Like, you have line of sight on them there, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh
Alright,
yeah,
I
that one's
wasn't-
like right in
I-
the doorway. It was right behind the other guy.
I wasn't sure about like I've got teammates kind of here, and I've got like there's this corner.
Oh no. With,
Over
with,
here.
with spells, as long as you have line of sight on them, you don't have to like it like shooting into combat's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like,
All right. Well then I'm gonna Siaces do a depress.
Oh, fucking DC 13 wisdom save. Yeah, they don't make that.
Nice.
So
They're
that
dumb.
that
That's
first
stupid.
one that you see in the hallway there, yeah, it takes that 2 damage as you like. What do you do?
What vicious mockery desires he's give this bug?
I mean, anything that is a like, basically any of these spells where it's like, you make the enemy feel a certain way. Siaces just do a real sad and make other people very sad.
Which
So,
works beneficially because it also gives that creature a disadvantage on their next attack roll before before the end of its next turn.
Get
Yeah.
bodied, gross 2-legged things.
You gross.
Yeah, gross.
You gross. All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, it's
Dope.
Siaces
So
is not good at combat.
Now it's the dogs. One of the dogs moves up there. This dog moves to here. Dog that's at the front. It take a swipe at the Leshen.
Oh no.
It slash.
What?
It slashes at you with its sickly claws. Does a 15 hit you?
Miss me with that gay shit.
All right, then it does not. It does not hit. The one that is behind it sort of snaps its jaws and takes a slash at Zephyr. Nyeh. Does a 17 hit you?
What am I going with?
Your
AC.
AC.
Your AC.
Your AC.
Yes.
Roll damage, big man.
It's
For
just 3
free.
slashing.
Paper
No.
cut.
I just say no.
Mer.
Math. Got it.
Scree. So yeah, it runs up and it does a cut on you. There we go. Boom. So now you're at 24 out of 27 health.
Oh, I was gonna do that.
All right, the other dog. That was 5,
You're a dag.
25, 30, 35. Double moves. It just runs right past you. Yeah. As there's a commotion and the dogs are like, and they like run and they start like attacking people. The other dog's like, and just runs right past you. It doesn't even really take notice.
How tiny are these things?
They're like golden retriever sized.
Oh, okay. I thought they were gonna be like Pomeranians. I'd be like, dang it, I could have just kicked them.
Do you give Seth any commands?
Not at the
It's sitting on
Yes.
Zephyr's head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I am going to use him to cast Toll the Dead.
Dope.
Whoa.
So Ophelia, where she's standing at the bottom of the stairs, kind of her eyes suddenly go like a milky black as she kind of like mentally connects over to Seth and kind of puts herself in his consciousness. And takes a tiny tentacle and points it at one of the dogs and casts Toll. Really? It's not on there? I have to cast it from here? Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah, no, do it.
Do.
Toll the squid.
Toll the dead. I can't.
Toll the squid.
Creature must succeed in a wisdom saving throw.
Oh
I
god.
take 1d8 necro.
Oh god.
The nearest dog, the one at the front. Like
Yep.
the one right at the front.
Does a
Yeah.
13 make it?
It does not. Now, has that dog been hurt yet?
Yep.
Okay, so it gets a 1d12.
It is 1d12 necrotic damage. Roll me a d12. It's a 1!
Oh.
Bullshit!
-1. You hear the bong as it, like, the fucking sound rocks the creature and it kind of, like, shakes it off.
Arr.
Growl, snarl, sniff.
I'm so disappointed at that.
Chain chomp just.
And it's now Martus's turn.
Okay.
He's just
hello,
got flanking. This
flanking
fucking
bonus.
boy.
Gonna go ahead and do another booming blade. Just need to swipe at this thing. Does a 21 hit this thing?
Jesus Christ, yes.
This dog's gonna
Okay.
get pranked.
So it gets 10 bludgeoning damage now, and if it moves from its spot on its own accord, it takes level 2 thunder.
Oh, that's
It's
yeah, no,
trapped, though.
you bring that thing around, it's Soup's dead. You
Squish.
like, it comes around the corner and it sees you and you just fucking biff, and its body kind of skids out of the way here.
It's like there's just a moment where it's like it. Like whilst the overhead swing and it proves it's effective in its own way, there's a hint that, you know, the panicked expression that you get in like rom-com movies of someone playing whack-a-mole,
Yeah.
kind of like that. It's like,
Just every time they poke their head through the door, it's woof.
Almost as if it was planned that way.
You guys have turned that doorway into a meat grinder. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any
100%.
bonus actions that I want to use. I want to save my action surge, so yeah, I am done.
All right. And now it is the Maw's turn. The abyssal maw that's over there suddenly starts
Stupid
to like
dog.
Stupid dog, look at you made me do. The Abyssal Moss sort of like almost rolls in the direction towards you guys. Basically because it has feet pointing out of it in every direction. It just sort of catches the ground as it goes and rolling in a direction, sort of like walking as it does. Almost like a centipede that's curled into a ball in a kind of in the way that it sort of moves.
Ew.
20. It makes its way this way, as it is not convinced with your disguise. This disguise here, and it takes like a little bite at you. No. Does an 18 hit you?
Oh, it certainly does.
No. It has 11 piercing damage.
Whoa!
Big chompers.
Oh! Okay.
It's got
That's
a
wizarding.
great big fucking mouth as it comes at you and chomps into you.
Mm.
I don't have any sounds for it, but it's like nom.
What is? Remind me, what's critical in this game? Oh.
Critical damage?
No, like when you're at critical.
Oh, you mean like half health?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm below half.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, did you go down?
No,
No,
I'm not
she's-
down. No, I'm not
very
down.
badly hurt.
But
Yeah,
I'm
you just
very badly hurt.
so you're hurt.
Wizards.
Wizards.
Okay, and I'm just like, oh,
The French.
Will.
Ah, the French.
Pull out
Disgusting creatures.
No. I'm
Known for their excellence.
What?
He's just got his hands on his head, and they're like, action. The French. The champagne is celebrated for its excellence.
And she's just like
Pour my
Okay.
sang.
puts her hand out like, no, you will learn your place. Boom. Go.
It is the maw. Yeah, and then it's your turn. You put out
I'm
your
waiting.
hand, and then
Brave sickness. Will you? Oh, sorry. 1 second. Here you go. Ha.
boosh. For some reason, it
13.
says Steph's attacking it. That's fine.
Right.
You hit it. Actually, that is its AC.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Constitution. Fuck. That's a lot of damage. Constitution DC 14. Fucking. Nope.
Yeah!
Does not make it.
What's my constitution? On a failed save, it is also poisoned until the end of my next turn. So it
wow.
takes
Nice.
A
12 poison, and it is poisoned.
A poisoned creature has disadvantage on its attack rolls and ability checks, I believe.
That is
Sick.
correct. So literally, it's sick. You like level
yeah.
your finger down and just fucking bury this sickly green beam into it, and just sort of like green, gross ooze sort of comes out of its mouth as it.
And after I do that, I am going to. What is my movement? 1 second. I literally always forget this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have a movement of 30
Yeah.
feet, so 6 squares.
I'm gonna chill out there.
So moving outside of its attack range does net it an attack of opportunity against you.
But at disadvantage, baby.
But it
But with
is at disadvantage.
because of poison.
That is correct.
Because he.
No.
See it.
Oh,
Critical
Yeah!
yeah, that is a miss. As you start backing away, it feebly just like, like tries to bite at you and misses.
So glad it's poisoned. So glad it's poisoned.
Yeah.
Oh my
Pitifully
fuck.
stumbles around. All right, Leshin, you're up.
Me. So-
Oh,
Right, time to clear the next abomination in the order.
Get him, Leshin.
Time to deal with this one quickly. I'm going to use bonus action to activate one of my blood maledicts. It is going to be Curse of the Marked Amplify. Or rather, just Curse of the Marked. As a bonus action, you can mark an enemy within 60 feet until the end of your turn. All Crimson Right damage against this target is doubled.
Damn.
And I pick you, you stupid fuck.
for it.
Stupid dog!
Boosh.
Nice.
Oh my fucking god. So a 23 absolutely does crush and hit.
Jay!
And it does double Crimson Right damage.
Yeah, so that
Oh,
goes...
I got it.
Do it! Hit him with it!
Got it.
Yeah!
Boom.
So that is 5 slashing plus 4 crimson right, which goes up to 9, plus 2 damage for dueling. That's 11 damage.
And that is, yeah, that fucking... That just crushes. You
just overhead split it in half.
Yeah, just like cuts it, just breaks its face open in half, and the thing is like and falls over on the ground. And that's it.
Nice.
You're up, Bean.
What?
Bean.
Oh, God. I'm gonna freaking fail this again.
Pew pew.
No, you got it. You got
You
this.
got this,
It's fine.
Bean.
You can do it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Alright. We all know that they're tiny little fucks, and she can't get it with her short bow, so she's gonna try and get at them. I'm assuming she got her knife back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, so I
Okay.
literally took it, chiseled out the crystal, and handed it right back.
Just making sure. Just gotta make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, she's going to take her dagger though and go at it with piercing then.
Nice.
Try and get this dole, please.
So move in there. You
Thank
gotta,
you.
That hits.
You gotta,
Nice.
you gotta
Oh.
like scoot into the pile though. And again.
Eh, can I do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, you scooch in and you fucking stab this thing, and it screeches, screech, as you do 6 damage. Doing like good damage to it, but doesn't manage to kill it.
Okay.
So
Cool.
it's bleeding pretty bad, but it's still there, like, you know,
So
chomping at you.
can I? Yeah, it's once per turn, so I can do sneak attack again. And oh no, it has to be.
It's gotta be flanked.
Well, it has
What
to be
is-
ranged
what-
weapon.
What rules? What is that? Your scout thing? Your roguish
Oh
arc
shit! I totally forgot I had that. Oh no!
which archetype did we go over again, Jay?
It.
I think it was scout. It was
It
scout.
was scout. Yeah.
So starting at 3rd, you are difficult to pin down. You can move half your speed as a reaction. An enemy ends its turn within 5 feet of you. This movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
And you gain extra
When you choose a
in
archetype.
nature survival.
Yeah, no, just
Yeah. So as a
Okay,
reaction,
so I do have that.
you can move half your speed once per round.
yeah. So basically, if he tries to start shit, you can just get out of his face,
Yeah, you can hop back.
unchallenged. So if
Okay.
he ends his turn attacking you, you can just back up 15 feet, like no worries.
That's on his turn though, or is that now?
That's the end of his turn as your reaction.
Okay.
Yep.
But I can't do the sneak attack again.
Where are you reading that?
So
No,
it's-
you have to. You get your sneak attack. You can do your sneak attack once per turn, but you have certain circumstances have to arise for you to do it. So we would have to have another. Well, like one of your allies would have to be within 5 feet of the creature for you to get your sneak attack on it.
Yeah.
But since it's
Well, it
down a
says
corridor,
you don't need advantage on the attack roll. Oh, if
Yeah.
another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if there was another one, but that's the
Yeah.
last one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got it. Well, actually, I'm just gonna do my cunning action and move away because I can do that.
Yeah, cunning action dash. Just fuck
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. No, you have your
Bye.
movement, you can step back. Bam.
Disengage and wow.
Bye.
Bye.
Disengage. We out of there.
And you're up, Sices.
Alright. So we still got one of these shitty little
Still
fuckers.
got one of these dags.
One of these shitty little dags. Alright, well, I'm gonna. Fuck. I guess it's in the hallway now.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I?
it's-
Can I? Am I? Am I
you-
able to get line of sight? Anywhere?
You could get line of sight if you moved up to this position here.
Right
Or
there?
if you like went to like here and just shot over my shoulder.
Alright.
Zephyr is short. You can probably shoot over her head.
There's a pillar there is the problem.
Oh, that's true.
Peel
But
away.
if you were like on this side, you'd be able to. You can stand over this side as well and shoot through.
Yep.
So you go there and then pew.
Yeah, you can stand behind Leshin, you can stand next to him on top of the other dead creature that's there and fire from that position.
I'll go right here.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Behold my new shoulder-mounted SAD cannon.
Yeah. Exactly what it is. 110% exactly what it is.
Pew! Vicious
Oh, damn.
mockery.
It's a
Doing
wisdom
a-
save.
Yep.
Your mom gay.
Does he make He doesn't make it.
His mom's gay.
you his mom's gay. You
So
rack
sad.
into it. It is barely standing.
He's like, oh shit, my mom's gay.
You rake into this thing with your vicious mockery, and it like you see like wounds open on it, and it like coughs a bunch of blood onto the ground. It is barely standing. Is that
Alright,
your turn?
sweet. That is my turn.
All right. So this
Beautiful.
last dog, it run to here,
This dog's
and then
fucking-
and then it run to here.
Ah! No, Zephyr, no.
It do a run.
Actually, that promotes an attack of opportunity from Martis.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
shit, smack him.
Swinging back!
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Yes, Martis with the kills.
Is that the
Oh my
second one you've
God.
done?
It's just
Yes,
everything that
crit.
comes through that door is like pit, 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 pit.
What? It's whack-a-mole, he said earlier. It's whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
So he fucking just comes down, bonk,
Paste.
and it's dead. That's it for the dags. They're done.
Bonk.
And
I'm a force in nature.
it's Seth's turn on Zephyr's head.
Steph is just gonna chill out.
Okay,
Steph's just gonna chill.
and Martis, you are up.
Okay.
We need
after
someone
taking-
to help Squid.
After taking a brief moment to
It's like,
realize,
if
take a brief moment to realize the carnage and realize that they're still missing a person, Mars is going to kind of
Yeah.
cautiously run down, see the maw, and like pause here, and be like, "Ugh," and run over here. And he's going to do his booming blade again.
Oh my god.
It's, I don't think it's 7 hits.
Aw.
You swing and hit the ground as it basically kind of like stumbles to one side. Still got that like bile leaking out of it. It's gross.
It's still very sick.
Oh, it's
Um,
super, super nasty, this thing.
Ophelia, what the hell is this thing?
It's an abyssal maw. It's basically a very angry, large mouth that hates everything. Currently, it's sick.
Why?
Kill
Why?
it, Martis!
And it's the Maw's turn. Ladies and gents, it's the Maw. And he goes like this. Num. Does a 10 hit you?
Oh,
No.
So yeah, it very pitifully bites at you, and you just kind of step to one side and just like,
Kill it!
and it's your turn, Ophelia.
Yeah, let's put this thing out of its misery. Pull the dick.
Told us
What was it? It was a wisdom save?
It's told the dead is a wisdom save, that's correct.
Oh, there's a wisdom save. Do a wisdom save.
At disadvantage, that's
Your
11.
DC.
You lucky fucking bastard.
It's not. It doesn't have.
Hold on.
That's
Hold on. Discord's getting a little choppy for me. One sec. Just gonna try. Okay. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. It's saying there is no route that I cannot connect to Discord. Really quickly, we're just gonna double check the. Let's try that. Nope, I'm having some kind of problem with Discord. Sorry about that, everybody. This will just take me a half a second. Just gonna have to restart Discord. It still can't connect. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Yeah, no, they can't. No one can hear us. It just keeps saying no route, no route, no route. And then, like, flashing red warnings at me. Oh, no, no. Let's try that again.
Hello?
We
Hello.
got everybody.
Hello?
I got it?
Hello. There we go.
Okay,
Got it.
Wow, buddy, you fixed everything.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
what I do.
Who broke the internet?
So he succeeded on his wisdom saving throw, so
At 11.
Abel.
It's
Oh,
like he
disadvantage!
does-
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I
He's-
forgot disadvantage!
His
Ha, ha,
ability
ha.
to-
sick,
okay, guys.
Oh,
He's
Ray
gross
of Sickness
sick.
doesn't do disadvantage on your saves. Poisoned only does ability checks and attack rolls. Saves are a different thing.
Okay, so yeah, then it failed.
Yeah.
So ignore that 12.
Okay.
So ignore that 12.
Hold on a second. What's your spell save DC?
14.
Oh, it is. It's 14.
It's 14.
So it does.
Spell save DC
Yeah,
is
so
14.
it doesn't
Yeah,
hit.
okay,
It
so
doesn't hit.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I was
Yeah.
just double checking because I was like, I could swear that it was now.
I'm
Okay.
crying.
All right, so it does.
No,
miss.
it's 14. It does miss.
Do you move?
No.
All right. Then Leshen, you're up.
Nice. And we're gonna whip it. Whip it good.
Can we get that sound?
Well,
Wait.
I'm waiting for him to actually do the thing.
Bam! 17
is.
to hit. Nice.
Yeah.
So that's 5 plus
17 to
4
hit.
plus
Absolutely
2.
hits. Yeah. So 11 damage.
Yes.
You fucking lay into this thing with your like radiant blue whip chain, just bam, and it just cracks into it, and it shrieks, and a bit of poison sprays out of it. This like gross ass crap keeps leaking all over the place.
Disgusting!
Disgusting.
Actually, no, it's not poisoned anymore. This is just whatever is left.
Is it not usually? Does it not stay poisoned?
Poison
End of
only
your-
lasts until the end
After
of the
last
next
turn.
turn.
Okay.
At end of my
So then it is no longer poisoned. Then it is up to now Zephyr.
Don't say it's up to. Never say it's up to her.
So go to here and then here. Or here.
So you gotta come down the stairs and have a look at this gross thing.
Okay, cool.
Come look at this thing. It's gross.
Woo! This is real gross. Mm.
Can I
It's
make
disgusting.
it? Where's
Yeah,
the
you can.
ruler?
Easy. So you got boom, boom, 20 feet to get behind me, and then if you want to go further, you can, because you can pass through us with another 10 feet to go to like here or here.
Cool. Cool.
Time to stab.
Let's stabby stab with the dagger.
Oh,
Bam!
Jesus Christ. Blam!
Blam!
It is a critical hit.
Which is
Max
also
damage.
affected by the crit.
Criticals. Sneak attack activates on.
I don't have a sound effect, so here's a whip.
Nice. So you get to roll your sneak attack dice, which at
Sneak
third level,
attack.
you get to roll 2 extra d6s worth of damage.
Shit.
So just
Can I-
roll 2d6.
I
that
will
just-
roll.
Is that normal for, like, baseline for sneak attack for a rogue?
Does it it activates on crit, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is it 1d6 normally or 2d6?
It's 2.
It's 2d6 at third. It goes up. It goes
Yeah.
up to
Roll another 2d6 then.
I just did.
No, there's 2d6.
Yeah, I mean, on top
it's
of
not
that,
2d6. Is it 2d? Is it 2d6 twice? on
any
crit?
dice involved in a crit attack are doubled, regardless of the size.
Roll another 2d6.
Holy shit! What did I do?
Oh my god! So that does.
This
so,
is why Ranger and Paladin crits are no joke.
This is a magic dagger.
22. 22.
So you run up to this thing. It is not looking well. It is barely shaking off some poison and it's hanging on by thin fucking tissue paper. And you just run in and like prison style, just like stab, 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 and it fucking falls over dead.
You are offended by how gross and weird this thing is. Personally offended.
No.
Bring
This is a
this
big on
combat
monster.
to a
This is a big
close.
Da 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 da.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was a perfect choice.
Except what's funny is we took out the powerful boss in like one shot.
I regret to inform you that's not the boss. But-
No, I mean of this room. I mean of this
Yeah.
room.
I imagine this is like in Wind Waker, where you get those first two moblins that drop in, and you get the mini boss music. Yeah.
Oh god, I gotta get that mini boss music. So yeah, you guys managed to smush that thing. You smush it good, and you can now see down that hallway where you're standing, Ophelia. And yeah, so
So wait, before she turns around and looks down the hallway, she just kind of like leans against the edge of the tub that's behind her and just kind of like and just like sinks a little bit.
Yeah.
She is not doing okay.
Diocese, we need first.
Dices.
Guess who's got some beads to
Guess
do
who's
you
got some
a
beads?
heal?
Also, I hand back
You
over your
would
little child.
Have your puppy back.
You can have your puppy back.
Oh, wonderful.
All right.
Crap.
How is about a where is it? How is about a cure wounds second level?
Woo!
Yeah.
Second level.
Is that
level of
is
cure
that
wounds.
just for her, or can I also heal just because I'm missing a tiny bit?
it would be just targeted on her.
Yeah,
Fine.
it's
Kill
fun.
her with a single target.
I'll live.
How much is cure wounds? At second level?
It would be 2d8, I believe, because it's a second level.
2d8 plus your casting modifier, I think.
Oh, which one is that? Hang on.
Casting modifier is the plus rating on your spellcasting thing. So as a bard, your spellcast is charisma. What's your positive bonus on charisma?
3.
So
Oh,
it's
it's
2d8 plus 3.
2d8 plus 3.
You gonna
Roll them.
you
Roll
Do I
them.
roll it?
Sexy D. No.
no, Cassie's supposed to roll it.
Oh, am I supposed to do a roll?
Yeah.
Here, I
So
can do
slash
this.
R.
Can I do this?
Plus 3.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh
That's
shit!
19. That's... Wow.
You're welcome.
So here's a question. I can't overheal, can I?
No.
No.
You just go
Oh.
back up to 16.
You were in perfect health, though. You were in
Yeah,
perfect
you are at
good
full,
condition.
my friend.
Cool. She just kind of
Can I have that
stands on
extra
the
stuff?
No, that's-
Give you an extra 3.
Standing there next to her, like licking the side of her robes, like, you got some extra heal.
it's fucking
Zephyr does not do that.
It's fucking Genji. He's like, I need healing. I need healing. You're
I
fine.
need healing.
I need healing.
I need healing.
Need a band-aid.
I lost my brother Genji. Sometimes.
Stop
Quit
telling
telling everyone I'm
everyone
dead. You can still hear his voice.
Damn it, Hanzo.
Yeah. So she just kind of still sits there, and like she's better, but she's a little shook.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was gonna work.
Ooh.
They're dead now. It's fine.
Ooh.
Thank you for not forgetting. I was down here.
Of course not.
How could we have?
It's fine. Points to the massive mushy mouth. I don't think you were very
What's
reflect
this?
well if we left you to that.
Probably
That's a
could have
Who
been
bitch this
okay.
is.
Maybe. Maybe.
Doc, I have a question.
Yeah.
The not boss guy
Mm-hmm.
that we left upstairs. Does he have pockets?
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
Yeah, Does he have pockets with stuff in them?
Is stuff
Empty
gonna
those
be
pockets.
in the pockets?
Well, you gotta go search and find out.
Fucking Mario one jumps
Okay.
through the wall.
So while Zephyr's doing that,
Hmm.
there are at least 2 more of the order down here. They haven't found it yet, despite what the Eye said.
What are they looking
They
for?
don't know where it is, if it's even still here. It could be somewhere down the stairs. But and then she just kind of like looks over to her left and it's just I need to check over here first.
What is it they're looking for?
What?
What is it they're looking for? We didn't get told what we were looking for. You said they're looking for the orb because you were talking with Buddy. We don't know what they're looking for.
It's a giant crystal of some sort.
Obviously, magic to high hell.
It's tied. It's extremely powerful, and I don't know if it's tied to him or if he just wants it for his own uses. I don't remember.
Let's investigate.
Doc, in the family book, would there have been references to this large crystal?
There have not.
Ooh.
There are as of yet no references to this large, strange gem.
Did Zephyr find anything?
Looking through the pockets of these guys here, if you're checking the one that's there, you find another crystal casting catalyst, a few rations of dried brains. I'm going to say 3.
Ophelia! Present for you!
Looking like a snack.
And 20 gold. And on the other one, if you search their pockets, you find another 20 gold, another 3 rations of brains.
But aren't those the ones that are flash frozen?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, they've been, like, dried. It's like brain jerky.
I know, but that was on the guy that got flash frozen and shattered.
Oh,
Can
I mean, his coins would still be good.
can we say I checked his pockets while I was up there too, cutting off his hand?
Well, I'll grab everything and bring it down to you.
Because it's important for you, especially the brains.
It's like, grab,
Unfortunately,
like, grab,
you
grab,
didn't,
grab, grab, grab. Yeah, I know.
You didn't dictate that you were searching, I'm sorry. But,
Yeah.
if Zephyr's gonna be
Drop
up there
off.
grabbing stuff, zips back in, and, yeah, so it's... But, I'm gonna say
6
total, like,
more.
60 gold and 6 brain rations.
I really don't mean to be the fucking cuck here, but it's late.
It's getting late, that is correct.
Yeah.
We are on
Yeah.
our... pretty much the end of our thing. So I think, though, that
This is a good
evening
spot.
is where this spot right here is where we're going to wrap for the evening.
Let everyone tuck into some brains.
There's one for everyone.
Gross.
Mm-mm.
I hate it.
Yum yum in my tum
Ew, gross. Ew, no.
Gross.
I don't like it.
I like gross.
Whereas Ophelia just has one in her hand and she's like, what?
What?
Quick question.
I needed a snack.
Quick question before we end. Sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
Is that eyeball guy still in the soup over here?
Eyeball soup.
You do still hear us swirling.
So can I, before we end, can I like at least move Zephyr closer,
If
just
you
so I
want.
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
If you want to approach the cauldron.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I remember where we were. So
Yeah,
we got
just-
us around this side, Martis in the middle.
I just want to, I just want to like say that she's going over there, and she doesn't, because this is my last meeting for 3 months.
Yeah.
So Zephyr doesn't do that.
You get on over to the bowl, and the bowl's like,
Come on in here.
Ghibli, 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 ghibli.
jibbly, 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 jibbly.
Pool's open, water's fine.
Come on in. I don't bite.
I will go here in Zephyr's stead.
Everyone have fun in the borscht hole.
The borscht hole.
Please think of your little bean while you're playing for the next 3 months.
We will.
We will, little bean.
We will remember
We'll do our very
favorite,
best.
Our favorite bean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it goes, every Friday that we're not able to get, at least if at least 2 people need to not be here because of whatever reason, then we're just gonna keep postponing until it goes forward. But yeah, hopefully we can get back to this because this has been a huge amount of fun. Hopefully you guys at home have been enjoying this. But until next time, though, my bravest citizens, this is where we're gonna call it for the evening. I have been your DM for tonight, Dr. Terawat. This is our wonderful and intrepid crew that we've got here. We've got Steve the Seregios as the Leshen.
Victory today was
Critical.
Brought to you by Letter Crit. We got Martis the Minotaur being played by Articulate T.
Reporting to you live from the Temple of Ragu, no thank you.
There we
fan.
go. Oh man,
Big
you're
fan
on
of the Ragu, no thank you.
on that ball. We got
Ask
Sasso.
Gazpacho
We got Sasso playing our Mind Flayer, Ophelia.
Aw, yeah, brain snacks, everyone.
Woo!
Woo! We've got J-Nerd playing our Black Draconian, Zephyr Sistren.
The little bean will miss you dearly.
And we have, of course, Cassie D20 Love Chew playing Sisey's Blue Leaf, our Banshee.
I still feel bad about the orc that I scared away.
You didn't say anything! You just hovered backwards into the dark and he noped the fuck out of there. Like,
He went! We can only hope he went to the door.
I
Speaking-
rolled to see if he could, like, gird his fucking shit and, like, explore further and, like, come out
fam.
after you, but he
didn't.
failed that shit, and, like, pieced out as fast as he could.
Speaking of said
it
orc,
totally backfired on me.
speaking of said orc, if it hasn't been mentioned before, because I am very tired, but Faith has done a very lovely picture of said orc and is in the Artsy Stuff channel on the Discord, if you'd like.
Or
to.
rather, it's the ogre. It's Ogron.
Oh, I
It's
gotta
Ogron.
see
That's
that.
Ogron.
Oh, it's
It's
Ogron?
Ogron,
I gotta check
rather.
that shit out. Hold on. Artsy stuff. Oh, there
Where's
it is!
Artsy stuff? Where's Artsy stuff?
Oh,
Oh,
On the
right there.
Discord in general.
there's
There
that.
it is.
There's that boy. Hold on, I'm gonna
There's
bring it on
Ogron.
up. I'm gonna make
There's
it so
Ogron.
that we can see it.
Oh my god, he's so cute!
where
He
is it?
has-
There we go. Display capture.
He has a
Dang.
very many
There he
fingers.
is.
Yeah, because you said 6 fingers in each hand.
No, I see he had 6 fingers in
Oh,
total.
Total.
shit.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
he had
Which is why you
like
can't see the other hand.
he had 2 huge fingers.
Yeah, he doesn't have
on,
fingers
and a
on the other
thumb.
hand.
Yeah,
Like-
it's sensitive.
Each hand has 2 huge fingers and a thumb. Like,
So being someone sensitive, he's self-conscious about it, sure.
Self-conscious.
It's okay. I mean, he's very dexterous.
That's right.
He's really
Uh,
good at like knitting.
And 5-finger fillet.
Oh, it's so adorable though. Thank you so much. Yeah, he ate that piece of paper.
Yeah,
His
horrible.
bye paper.
It's a one-handed orc with 6 fingers. The 6-fingered orc. So thank you everybody so much for coming on out, for listening. Thank you for this fan art. This was so amazing. So thank you so very much to Faith, and thank you as well to everybody who's come out to watch us this evening. All your donations, all of your bits and everything has been so fantastic. Claire is our gold medalist for this week, and who knows, maybe Claire will actually request a game this time. We'll see. But we're going to be getting into some crime on Monday, getting into Payday 2, so we'll see you then. But until next time, my bravest citizens, you take it easy, take care, be safe, and we'll see you then. Good night!
Bye!